Take it easy.
All right, so Freddie, we're back.
Friends. All right, we are back for episode 2 of GEGG Wars. In our first episode, if you read our awesome scroll, thank you very much. For
not bad.
Then you know that we screwed up a lot. And my decision-making skills, probably not the best suited in the leadership role, but that's where they fell. And I accepted Taylor's harebrained idea because it sounded awesome at the time. And we went back to attack Zemo the Hutt instead of run, and then backed out of that plan real quick because, again, I'm not a great decision maker.
Well, he was hopped up. That's why you cut him off from the
Taylor
alcohol.
just wanted to fight.
You're cut off from alcohol. We got no more.
Yeah, but he came in hot like not even as Lowrick as Taylor, ready to fight. His foot's better, by the way.
Oh, all right.
So then we did that, and then we released a giant squid inside Zemo the Hutt's palace, which is pretty much thrashing everybody. So we hightailed it out of there, and we've now taken cover behind transport, where hopefully we're going to be able to split up and get the hell out of here.
I'm excited, man, because the first episode, you guys are kind of like finding your groove, building the characters.
There'll still be some of that.
Hey, you know what? Keep finding it. You know, always keep finding that groove. But I think there's going to be a little more action in this one. I think our episode 2 might be better than.
Yeah, I think Taylor's going to kill pretty much everyone, and be a lot of running from me.
Taylor's going to be the first Wookiee to get like a DUI in like the galaxy, like you know.
Get no DUI to a Wookiee, that'll kill you.
It's going to be Harlan Williams going, "You doing a little drinking, my Wookiee friend?" You know.
Yes. From Dumb and Dumber.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to sneak
You better
over
get to
here
the table.
We're almost ready, so I'm going to jump over the table and let you take over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we'll let Sam Witwer take over there.
We will. On the handsome cams that we like to call
On the handsome
Absolutely. All right, so while they get ready, everybody, meanwhile, I'm going to be on the couch like last time. So without further ado, let's hand off to our game master, Mr. Sam Witwer.
One guy was booing over here.
Oh, man, it was you.
Not thoughtful. That's
The rest of
fine.
us were cheering.
It was you. All right.
Wait, just a moment. How great does Jon look?
Yeah.
John's pretty awesome.
You are a
It would have
sexy
been
man.
better.
Right?
It would have been better if I wore the footy pajamas, you know, with the butt flap. I just
We can
couldn't.
all do a onesie.
It's not too late.
Thank you. Thank
How
you.
close do you live?
No, it's at the dry cleaners. It's like,
I
this
do have
is the 1 week it's at the
tuxedo
dry cleaner. Next time,
I
episode
like
3.
it. I like the bow
We can
tie.
fashion you one from one of these backdrops.
Fashion
So
you
glad someone's
Yes.
I had to set my game up, you know.
Buttless
I'm
onesie,
in
that
the
wasn't even my
presence
first
of
band.
greatness.
Stop. No, it wasn't.
And then the second band was
Okay,
Carabas.
The second one was Carabas.
Steve has a Wookiee robe he could wear one.
I do. With
But
nothing
does it
else.
have a butt flap?
I know.
Yeah,
Did
that's-
you
That's the,
see?
that's the selling point.
Carabas.
I never even knew that existed.
It didn't until yesterday. No, I didn't either.
How do we all get our hands on Carabas t-shirts?
Gotta know the red.
Oh, but are you the person who was the
No, I'm not.
We're live on Twitch.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
That's amazing.
you probably don't remember how to play, so we're going to go over
You
this.
didn't actually,
Not at all.
right?
Quick refresher.
Okay, so I actually brought dice this time.
Are you? So,
Taylor's like, in the cut.
I got the die rolled down now.
Okay, so you guys, right here, you got bad dice right here, the purple, the red, the black.
Yes.
Terrible dice, worst dice.
The red, the black.
And then you got the good dice. You got the yellows, the greens, the blues, right? And so the situation is this. You guys have on your sheets, you have your skills for each of the stuff that you guys can do, right?
Yes.
And what you do is, you guys want these symbols. This little explosion right here, see that?
Yeah.
That's success, right? You want to end up with that. For example, if you're taking a shot at someone, every success you have left over adds to the damage of the shot based on the weapon that you're using. If we want to use them.
Yes.
We're going to be using this a lot, but if you guys go, you know what, this is an important role, let's bring out the
Oh,
real
I like
dice.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the app linked in, John?
The app is linked.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
here's
Yeah,
the good
people are gonna
dice.
like
For the
that.
ladies and gentlemen in the audience, here's the good dice. Green dice are good.
We like
but you know what? Yellow dice are even better, right? So there's little explosion symbols, those are success. You want those, right?
Okay.
Problem is, just like in Star Wars, everything that is bright is also dark. Here's failure right there. You see that?
Yeah.
I'm used to that
Failure
symbol.
and success cancel each other out. So if you rolled something and you got a success and a failure, they cancel each other out. They're gone. You got
As if
nothing.
you rolled nothing
It's
at
like
all.
you didn't do a damn thing.
Cut the Russian and the Norwegian jokes. They're both out.
They're both going to get
They're both out to take the middle scores.
So now, do you guys remember this weird little symbol, this sort of Jedi-like symbol right here? You see this?
That's on
See
the
this,
back of
Taylor?
my car also.
This is called advantage.
Yes, it is.
Advantage is the thing that you guys spend to do extra stuff. You know, when Freddie's like, I don't know, man, can my shot have blown out the aquarium and knocked over a battle droid? I'd be like, you got some advantage. You can spend it and make that happen. But just like everything, advantage has an evil twin called threat. Threat is when, remember you took a big swing with your vibro axe, Mr. Wookiee, and you got a bunch of threat.
Negative side.
And the negative side effect is that you let go of your axe, it went spinning off, and then you had to run and go get it, right? So you can fail and you can succeed, but then weird good things or bad things can happen depending on your roll. Now here's the thing, we like green dice are good, we like green dice, yellow dice are even better.
That's right.
Yep.
If you guys got a skill that has some yellow dice in there, that's awesome. Because the yellow dice has more of these explosion symbols, the success symbols. It has more of the advantage symbols, but it also has this cool symbol right here. Triumph, right? That sort of lightsaber-like symbol.
Yes.
When that
On the
happens,
other window of my car.
when that happens, you guys just tell me whatever the hell you want. Yeah, exactly. When this happens, you'd be like, I don't know, something awesome happens. Come up with something awesome. I'll probably say, yeah, or I'll be like, not like that, but something like this. You know,
A
it's like,
ship magically appears and gets us the F out of there. But
you
no, I know we can't do that.
not at all.
But that's what I would
Not
do.
at all.
Just a magic one.
No, Freddie.
Harry Potter flies in.
Yeah.
They draw their guns. Expelliarmus.
You're ruining space, dude.
Okay,
You're ruining space.
Flipendo.
So we got triumph, and then we have its evil twin, despair.
No.
Despair. So what happens when you get a despair? Well, first of all, these two don't cancel each other out. Triumph, by the way, counts as a success. So if you had like a bunch of successes and you had a triumph, triumph also adds to that, right? But despair and triumph are independent of each other. It's also a failure.
I remember this.
And it just means something really, really bad happened.
Okay.
I mean, you know, you got cold from all the water, and now you have a cold. For the rest of the game, you're sneezing. Deal with space cold. Deal with it. So this is bad. You don't want that.
Right.
And then you also have little, like, minor good dice, which are blue dice. These are boost die. Remember when you guys were like, I want to help Freddie talk the droid into the thing, and I'm like, great, I'll give you an extra boost die for your roll. Or for the ladies and gentlemen in the audience there, you get an extra boost die that helps your chances, right?
If it came up blank, does that mean nothing?
That means nothing, man. That means nothing. That means the assistance didn't help.
Gotcha.
Right? But then there's like the twin to the boost die is the setback die. This is like, oh, dude, I know you're trying to take a shot, but bro, it's raining. It's raining. It's really hard.
I can't see.
This is just
It's a heavy rain.
It's a heavy rain, bro.
No.
Again.
So that's basically it. Now the only thing that I want to talk about that we didn't talk about last time a lot.
Wait, I'm blind. The rain shouldn't. Oh, I don't get to be.
I haven't blinded you yet in this game. That's happening probably in this session or next session. Don't worry about that.
Keep it up, buddy.
You're covered, man.
terrible.
Don't worry
Twice
about
in
it.
one career.
I haven't blinded you yet. Man. It's coming. It's coming. See these things right here? There's like the nasty looking ones. These are called destiny points. Those are dark side destiny points.
We
So
lost
here's
a destiny point last time.
yes.
Anyway.
So this is the destiny pool. Anyone can spend these. So let's say, Freddie, what's your ranged light?
My ranged
Like for
light
your gun,
is
you're gonna take a shot.
one yellow, 2 green, and the rank is 1.
Okay, 1 yellow, 2 green. So there's your blaster skill.
Yeah,
essentially.
baby.
But let's say you're like, dude, I really need to make this shot. You can flip one of these to the dark side, and you can turn one of the green dice
We did.
into
You use one in game.
yellow
I
dice.
did not.
I used one of us did. Oh, the Wookiee did. Okay, nice.
So when you spend one of these, you can turn one of these die into one of these die, increasing your chances of success. So when stuff's going down, you really want to make something happen, feel free to spend one of those.
we're
This is
gonna
for
need
you guys.
We're gonna need to use this.
But the problem is this: every time you spend one of those, I get to spend these against you. Right.
Oh, okay.
Balance to the
Balance
force.
in the
you see.
force.
Yes, yes. So the other thing you can do with these is someone said last time, they're like, oh, is there I can't remember if you guys, is there a Coca-Cola nearby? You guys needed something. And you
Transport,
can
maybe,
use
is
you
what
can
it
use
was.
this to sort of help things in your favor. You'd be like, I think you asked maybe if there was They took
The game
everything
is
from
over.
me.
Thank you for playing.
They took everything from me. They took everything from me.
Everything.
So
I liked it.
So you can use these to influence stuff. Like you can say, "Oh man, we're getting shot at by a bunch of droids. Is there any cover?" And I'll be like, "I don't know, man. Is there cover?" And you're like, "Yeah, there's some blown out rocks that I'm hiding."
Right next to Freddie, so he doesn't have to die.
And so if you do that, I will let you influence the world a little bit in subtle ways. You know what I mean? If you be like, you know, is there? I'm thirsty. Is there a Coca-Cola? And I'd be like, I don't know. Bro.
This guy, he was.
And then you're like,
get a drink.
yes, there is
I
a
use the
space
force of-
Coca-Cola,
get
and
the
I
force imbalance for a soda.
But then,
And be like, what?
and then you drink the Coke, but then I spend one of these, and I say, it's new Coke. It's not even Coca-Cola.
Oh, you got it.
And then you're felt super dissatisfied for the rest of the game.
It's like wanting a drink and then he hooks you up with a Zima.
Yeah, you were looking for bulletproof coffee and you got new Coke.
See, that's a smart guy. Talking my language.
Is there another way to influence without using these?
You can suggest stuff to me, and I can say, well, you might have to spend stuff.
Yeah.
It's always nice to ask for something for free before someone says you have to pay
Okay,
for it.
all right.
That's, you know.
Good call in life, too.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
good actor.
Hey, do I have to
thing.
pay for this ribeye? No, you do not. Son of a bitch!
It's even more delicious
Just try
now.
that at your local steakers.
So just to review, there's this bad Hutt guy named Timo the Hutt. He lives in a giant seashell on Tatooine. He runs this mining town. This whole town is on top of a hill with a flat top on it. It's got a big wall around it. And you guys are wanting to escape because he's been systematically calling in all of his employees to talk to them. And then he feeds them to his crate dragon or his pets. And you're like, and then he called you all in together and you're like, I'm out. He claims he just wanted to talk to you, but now that you guys have run around, you've killed some of his
makes me dumber
thugs.
if that's all he
You've
wants.
now you've blown up his aquarium. That's not cool. Right?
That was the move. That was a distractionary move.
This will
Get us
be
out.
you.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's
Before
or
we
not.
died.
Yeah.
There's Freddie.
Freddie. Okay, cool.
We needed to get out.
So
The chopper.
just to
Is that where we're at?
you guys are right. See the seashell thing right here?
Yeah.
We're fleeing.
all
We're fleeing.
right
There's a
here.
giant squid.
Giant squid. And so as I
What's the squid's name?
his name is Henry.
Henry the Squid.
Henry the Squid.
That's important.
And so, as I recall, you guys needed a hypermatter reactor igniter, right?
Yes.
There's a ship in Landing Bay. Which one was it? Was it
Me too. It was right here.
Auric? Yep. Okay, so in that landing bay, you know that there is a spaceship called the Crate Fang. It's supposed to belong to a Trandoshan slaver. They like to make Wookiees into slaves, just so you know. So you're probably not cool with that. There's a lizard dude, like if we were to cast him, D. Bradley Baker would probably voice him.
Yeah.
So lizard dude named Trex. He's got his spaceship at Landing Bay Auric.
Maybe
but-
Seth Green.
Yeah, I was gonna
Maybe
say
Seth Green.
Probably
Doesn't he
Seth.
play that on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go with Seth Green.
Go with Seth.
Let's go with
Yeah.
Seth. The thing is, the ship cannot jump to hyperspace. It can take off, but you guys have heard from the barkeep when you guys got in that
That's
big
right.
bar brawl. He's like, look, the ship will take off, but it won't go into hyperspace, so you'll be trapped in orbit, and they'll send up ships and kill you. So you're like, well, what will it take to make it go to hyperspace? And it's this one little gadget, and you're a mechanic, so you know all about this, the hypermatter reactor igniter.
Yes, we do.
New to mechanics, intergalactic mechanics school.
And
All day.
you guys are going to have to find one of these. He's presumably landed. Trex has landed to get one of these as well. So
And
he's.
I believe it was at Off-World Traders is where the part we needed to replace was.
It could be there.
It
or
could be there.
It could be. It could be at a couple of different locations.
Oh
We
yeah, there's
all
also
need to
there's a
get
junk shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We need to get out of it.
So
Wasn't there something about the dome wouldn't open?
That's
Like
the
you
other
have to
thing.
open
Here's
the
the other thing.
dome.
Oh,
and
that's
get
right.
out.
We got
There's
CPP over
domes.
here.
Yeah.
He's got to open
over
the
Reason why.
both of these landing bays, there's domes over it, and the only way to crack the dome and open it up is to go to the spaceport control,
Yeah, that's right.
dial in, and make it open up. That's how you open up the dome so it can take off. So right now, these ships can't even take, ship I should say, can't even take off because there's a big dome over it.
Yeah.
You guys, because we were running out of time last time, your plan was to go out in a blaze of glory, but then
Blaze of glory.
But then, and I don't like to think of it as cowardice. I like to think of it as your life was too sweet.
Survivor.
Sam, we got new information.
Yeah.
What was?
And based,
We're gonna keep
give
going.
up the weapons. And based on that information,
Yeah.
the plan went to pot, and it's time to break out, man.
I see.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah,
So
you gotta
in
go.
this seashell, it's like this guy's a big sort of aquatic. This is a hut that really likes water, man. And so he had an aquarium on one side. He had a bunch of Mount Calamari ballerinas and ballet dancers on the other side,
did.
all behind water. You guys decided to shoot out the glass. Battle droids got washed down, and then finally at the last minute, you guys are getting washed out of the palace, and you notice some Jawas trying to hot wire your ride. You guys got your hands on a sort of a Luke Skywalker style land speeder, but it's like a 4-seater.
And I got a red Vespa.
And you got a nice little
I got
Vespa.
a Vespa.
Ciao.
And I had
So-
a fish inside me or something.
You have a fish in your chest flopping
in my
around.
little belly. In my
Yeah, it was like a
belly
weird chance
aquarium
thing to happen.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. You guys are washed out. There's blaster fire behind you. Everything's going crazy. And you see these Jawas trying to hotwire your car. And they look up and they see you. And then you see a tentacle shoot out over your head, grab a Jawa. You watch the Jawa arc through the air in the tentacle into the mouth of something that looked kind of like that.
Oh dear.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One of these things, big sort of giant squid, Rathtar-like thing. It's awful. It's
teeth
got a
all the
big
way.
mouth, lots of tentacles.
No room to miss.
And it's emerging from the water as droid parts are flowing around. There's fish flopping around. You, Mr. Wookiee, are soaking wet. All of your fur is wet. And as you stand up, from all the water, there's literally fish on each one of your little beard braids flopping around. There's fish on. They've just kind of fish everywhere have kind of grappled onto your fur. So you're wearing like a suit of fish, and they're all flopping. You're like, it's not happy.
You are a tasty
Smell
morsel.
fantastic.
You got a fish popping around in your chest.
Yep.
Your gun, one of the ammo packets in there starts shorting out because of the water. You're like, oh, come on.
Turn your iPad back. Everyone sees your handsome boy.
You got it.
There, you're good.
So, and your shock gloves
yes.
are now starting to electrocute your hands. So your hands are now starting going, so your hands are, you're doing jazz hands right now going.
Totally jazz
You're looking over at him and him, you're a guy, right?
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about our characters again. Remind the audience who you guys are, starting with you, Mr. Taylor.
I am a Wookiee named Lorik, and so far I've gotten drunk and beat up some of the piglets.
That's right.
So far.
You stole some
guards.
really good booze.
Yes.
You still have the booze, right?
Oh yeah, you got
really?
the top shelf.
I think so. Did you?
Got the top
Did he grab a booze bottle? Didn't
I
he?
love it if you took the booze this whole time.
I did.
Yeah.
I think you did. I'm gonna say
Axe
you
in
did.
one hand, bottle in the other.
Yeah.
Right. You big axe.
Not afraid to break
You
it
are.
open.
I am Mathis, and I am a man.
Yes.
And I am mad.
And your shock gloves are those. You created these things where you could punch
Yes.
people and shock them.
I have these really great shock gloves and some great eyewear.
Really, really
Some
great.
goggles.
You do.
Yeah.
Almost a little steampunky. It's
I'm ready
cool.
for anything.
So your shock gloves are freaking out and you're jazz handsing.
Yes.
You are.
I'm posh. I'm a handsome devil, and I'm more handsome soaking wet. The hair is down. It's over the forehead. He's take it easy.
Is there
all
like a
right?
spit curl thing
There
happening
is.
right there?
Like it's looking nice, and he's not built, but he's built enough that something's going on in there.
Yeah, he's
So
shredded.
He's got the handsomeness, and he's definitely the scoundrel of the group. Not the greatest decision maker, as we established last episode, but definitely loyal to his squad and willing to take a bullet. That's what
right,
we've
that's
seen so
right.
far, and he probably will.
Likely, probably. Yeah.
I'm 41 vet.
Yes!
I'm a medical droid. I can do all kinds of things. I have all kinds of pointy, sharpy things here that I can stab people with and possibly change our situation. Right now I have a fish in my belly, and not the good way. So he's just flopping around in there, and he's really cute. And I call him Margaret. It's a boy fish named Margaret, yes, and I'm hoping to use him to escape our current situation.
That's good. That's good.
Nice.
And you are.
I'm mascara. I'm not the smartest shed in the thing, and but I got a gun, man. I got a big old gun. You don't want to mess with my gun. And to go along with this big old gun, I got the cutest little Vespa.
Yeah.
She's candy apple red. She's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
I call her Tiffany.
It's beautiful.
She's the love of my life right now. Besides my gun. Don't touch my gun.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, yes, I believe so.
Okay, here's the deal. Okay, all right. 3 of you are going to go, and then bad guys are going to go, and then the remaining 2 of you will go.
Okay.
So 3 plus 2 is 5.
See,
That's all of you, right?
Your
Did I do that
math
right?
is so good right now. You're in the
3, 3, and 2.
Oh, it's so good. So, describe the area. Big, you can see it on the map. Big area here. Imagine there's water pouring out here just all over the place. And it keeps gushing out of the place where you're like, how much water is in that guy's palace? That's crazy. There are these barracks here. You can see some of his guards opening doors going, what? Closing the doors, the water splashes on. They have no idea what the hell is going on. There's a market over here. There's people watching, going, what the hell is going on here? There were a bunch of cargo containers here that are now floating sort of in the street. And you have a giant squid right here in the mouth of the palace. Your speeder's right here. And there's a Jawa who was helping his buddy out, who is now just freaking out because his buddy's being chomped. And now he's jumping to try to hotwire the speeder. Who wants to go first? Any one of you wants to go, you can go. 3 of you go, and then bad guys, and then 2.
I'll go.
Oh, all right.
Oh, dude, our droid, our droid is the best leader. Go ahead.
You know, he's a smart guy.
I'll take care of
I
it.
got nothing to lose. Actually, I have a way with squids, so I'm gonna sneak up behind Henry the squid.
His name is
Well, you named him. I don't know.
man, that's
His name is
canon.
Henry.
That's canon.
I've seen Henry before. I've been in Timo's palace. We're sort of friends. He may or may not remember me, but I'm gonna come up behind him and stab him with one of my little stabby things here that could either be a sedative or an aphrodisiac. I'm not sure which.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully get him to help me to get into the spaceport control, because I would imagine he's very pissed off at Timo too.
Just to give you a picture, Henry here. I don't know if you can see that. Henry is he's taller than Freddie. Freddie's a tall guy. Henry's maybe 2.5 meters tall. He's like 8, 9 feet tall, big ball with all kinds of tentacles. So he's huge, right?
Okay.
So you're going to try to, as the water's splashing everywhere, he's at the mouth of the thing, you're going to try to sneak over to Henry
Yes.
with all the water splashing, using that as cover.
Yes.
What's your stealth roll, bro?
I have no idea. I'm gonna look that up right now.
What is it, man?
My stealth roll is 2 greens.
2 greens. All right, dude, it's 2 greens versus
You can do this.
okay, here's how we're gonna do
want the
this.
screen on?
Yeah, we do. So we're gonna do it on the screen, and then when you guys feel like you want to try out this saucy
Yes.
action, you let me know. So 2 greens.
Come
Now,
on,
here's the deal.
Steve.
Here's the deal. It's water, so I'm gonna give you a boost die because there's water splashing everywhere.
Nice.
Right.
There's people freaking out.
But here's the deal. Henry has a lot of eyes. He's got
Oh, shit.
He's got like 3 eyes.
No.
So that's the deal. That's the roll you have to make. Now you can decide to move back and not do this, or we can let it ride, man.
You said let it ride.
I say let it ride.
Let it ride. You ready?
Let's
That's a battle cry.
Come on.
Dude, man.
No whammies.
Here we
Come
go.
on, Greens.
Here we go.
Come on, Green, you crazy son of a
Now,
bee robot. Come
Here's
on,
the thing.
Greens.
Here's the thing. In terms of your medical concoctions, we're going to deal with that in the next round. This is just to get to them.
Okay.
All right. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
I see an explosion. And what's at the bottom?
All right.
Good stuff there.
Hey, look at that.
good.
Yeah.
You have successfully, guys.
Come
you guys,
on, dude. You're the best. You got 2?
I wanna just say, you guys are watching curiously. I mean, you got fish all, you got a suit of fish on you. You're jazz handsing it.
Yeah.
You got incredible hair. You're messing with your gun. And you see the droid as you guys are trying to you're thinking about running away. You see the droid just kind of wading through the water like this, as droid parts and Jawas and people and everything screaming, and this thing is just splashing with all his tentacles. And you see him just waddling his way through waist deep water, heading directly toward it and around the side. And you're like, what?
I still am.
So it's crazy. You're going to be there next round, and we can figure out the role that it will take for you to do stuff.
Okay.
Who's next?
I would like to go. I holster my gun for the moment, and I go over and I grab the Jawa who's trying to hotwire the vehicle, and I say,
Jawa.
"Hey, Henry, and I throw the Jawa at the squid.
Nice.
Okay, what is
Second meal. Second breakfast.
what's your brawl? What's your brawl? It should be on, I think it's on this side, maybe. Is it?
Dwarf toss.
Brawl. Fists.
Fists.
Two green.
Two green,
Jaws
but
of
would
death.
that be maybe
Merciless.
strength or?
Yes, it will be brawn.
at home, too.
It will be brawn. So you're not as strong as you look.
Yes.
You have a
But
strong.
they're so tiny.
They're so slight.
These little tiny
I will
things.
tell you this. I'll do this. Joy is one
not
purple
dense.
against your two green.
Okay.
Boat. It is to throw him to the giant creature.
Just to throw them in front.
Is another purple. So it's pretty much even money right there. Right there it is.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend one of these bad boys.
Oh, I think it's early for spending that. I'll just, you know.
We just need to incite something right now.
This is either me
Come on,
or
You ready?
Or the Smithers throw?
it's a Smithers throw.
No! No, we don't want the Smithers throw. I see one.
Smithers.
All right.
It's a Smithers.
Okay.
You grab this guy, and you go, "Whoa," and as you do this, he holds onto your arms, and you go spinning out into the water. Sploosh! Now you guys are both in the water, and he's just hanging onto your arms. You're hanging onto him. Your rifle's like tied to your back, and now you're in a battle for death with a Jawa.
Like a weasel.
Oh my God! Yeah.
He's
flapping around, moving his something like that. Do it. Do it. That's
But
what you
he's
did.
not hot wiring the car.
No, he's not hot wiring.
The
cockpit is
Achievement unlocked.
Done.
All right, who's next? Who's that? We got one more before bad things happen.
I don't think I even know enough of what. This is where we're standing.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm still
picture
going to that.
We're all in this area
You're all
right
sort of in
here.
this area. We're gonna
And we
rub
have
with that.
the four.
And this thing is right there.
The Jawa that was touching the four-seater, she already removed, and the Vespa.
She's
no
now
one
fighting
is
with
even
him
bothering
in the water.
With that.
Yeah.
Well, with my shocking jazz hands, do you have any assistance?
Shocking jazz.
Yep.
Sorry.
Tell me, drunk. Tell me,
Go for
drunk.
it. Go for it.
cookie.
But finish that. And
No, I'm asking.
I was going to say, can we start in on the other part of this mission of getting the parts? Like, let this be a distraction.
Yeah, if you want. Sure, yeah.
You want it?
Cut and run.
Yeah. We should be all across this map.
Cover you.
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, if anything, I can Lone Ranger some things. So if everyone wants to stay
Or you
together,
can bring a
I can-
mechanic with you.
Yo, man, I know what it looks like.
Oh, great. Well, I'm down to do that.
Okay. So-
We need to get the part, and we also need to get the ship out of the landing bay.
I think the junk shop and off-world
Why not at
traders
least
are
knock
both
one off?
places.
And while this is all going on, I feel like stuff might be open. I mean, the city's flooding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go check something out.
I'm gonna look in. I think I'd like to look in the junk shop because I know what it looks like.
So you guys are gonna tear off.
I think.
Okay, here's the thing. You,
Can
you
we,
guys
is
are
it
gonna.
twofer or
I'm gonna
just
let
that?
you do a twofer, but I need you to roll this. You want the bright side. You don't want the dark side. Roll it.
Taylor's the Jedi.
Roll it, Jeff.
Wow, well,
I mean,
that's pressure.
you know,
GM, he's
by
like, you
nature,
can have
but
the
of course
two.
it's
You want the what?
You want the white pips. You don't want the dark side
Okay.
pips.
Well,
the light pips.
like I said, I haven't.
You got this.
No,
You
don't
got
worry.
this, team.
Don't worry, I've been
Bulletproof.
practicing.
White.
I told you,
Great.
I literally was.
White is the color
Is
of
that a
it.
hexagonal?
Okay, so Pash, you're looking around. You see the droid walk off. You see her
I've seen
get
some shit in the
slapped
last
into
10
the water,
seconds.
and then you look around for these guys. They're like gone.
They're ghosts. They didn't tell me. I didn't see
No,
it.
no, you're just looking around going, I must have lost them. You know, and
We're squad deep. I can assume you guys are handling your biz.
Yep.
all right, now.
Now, we don't have a comm. The only comm available is on that little
You all have
pig
comm
dude.
links.
We do, so I can communicate with
You do. Now here's the
You
thing.
have great
Yeah, I
hair.
figured we were texting.
Here's the thing. People other than you are going to go in this round. Okay, Posh. A tentacle comes out under the water and is going to try to wrap around you.
Son of a bee.
So here's the deal.
I got to use all my stuff on defense. I should.
Not necessarily. You might be able to take him out.
Use it to your advantage.
He's swinging a big
Here we go.
willy at
we
me.
go.
Now I gotta watch.
Oh no, dude! You
Wait.
see that?
Wait.
He got.
Wait. He might not have.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
Hold on. Let me check my soak.
He got a hit in, but he also got the triumph.
He got everything on me.
He got everything, dude.
He got me with a Steve
No.
Blum roll.
So here's the thing, man. You see
He's
this
dead.
this tentacle
Might
jump
be.
out
No.
wrap around you,
Damn it.
and pull you underwater. You receive.
How deep is this water?
5, 6, 7, 8. You receive 8 damage. Remember your soak. Remember your soak.
8 damage.
Yeah, I got 4
That's
soak.
crazy.
So you take 4 wound points.
All right, man. I was at 13. I'm going down to 9.
Whoa. And by the way, you reflexively reach for your blaster as this thing happens,
Right.
and it just
And it falls
splooshes. That's part of what happens with you because of this whole thing.
blaster!
Now this thing is now you're being pulled very
that was how
rapidly
it
out of the
normally
water.
goes. Yeah.
Steve, you kind of like look back and you see there's like these bubbles as this thing is rapidly pulling Posh up to the giant mouth.
Holy crap. Don't
So-
let him eat me.
So that's not great.
I can't charm him.
And
Is
then
there a
there's-
healing thing?
There is. You guys have these things called stim packs, which when you jab them, every stim pack it'll do 5 hit points. It'll give you 5 wound points back. If you do a second one, that second one will do 4. Like each one is one less effective.
And we all have 2?
You all have stim packs.
To get soak back, do you have to meditate or can you not
Soak
get soak back?
is permanent.
So
Soak
once
is
you lose
always
it,
with
it's
you.
gone.
You don't lose it at all.
It
You never
always
lose it.
Oh, okay, I always have
So
4.
every
It's my
time-
armor class, basically.
Exactly. Every time you get hurt, your soak takes away. So
Eight armor points.
it absorbs the. It's like, you have a certain amount of handsome that's shielding you from the worst.
Well,
that
yes,
life
that's
has to
my
offer.
charm.
It's
yes,
the hair.
It's the
Yeah,
charm.
it's the hair.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Another tentacle is going to go for you, Ascara, and the Jawa. So I mean, it's crazy.
Shield. It's just Captain America is that.
And oh boy.
That's bad.
No, dude.
Oh God,
really
yeah,
bad.
this is not good. So
I have a reaction.
Shooting out the glass thing.
you don't, unfortunately. All right, here's the deal.
I'm dead.
No.
The 2 advantage, here's what's going to happen. Both you and the Jawa, as you're wrestling, get wrapped into this tentacle. You get completely just covered in tentacle. Instead of being pulled under the water, you are now being dangled above the mouth that's opening up so that it can drop you in.
Oh, right.
You have taken 7 damage. Remember your soak.
You got good
Subtract
soak,
your soak.
Maybe
from
we
7.
should have stayed.
So.
You're good, girl.
So you guys see, he's gone. You don't know where he went. He went under the water. And then you also see a Jawa and Oscara being dangled above this mouth.
This is not good.
he is
What have you
an
been
herbivore.
eating?
Yes. So now, Pash, you're up, man.
All right.
Do octopus eat meat?
Octopodes.
Octopose.
Octopodes.
Is it octopus?
Yeah, octopodes, P-O-D-E-S, not octopi. Cactus is
No
the
way.
Not octopod. Or octopod, or if it's plural, octopodes.
Really?
Octopodes?
Well, we all learned
Do they
something
write
today.
octopros?
Fascinating.
You are an octopro. You're hanging above one right now.
That's right.
Okay.
Die.
Am I still underwater?
Yes, sir.
How deep is this water? Can I?
Only like 3.5, 4 feet.
So as long as
Dragging you, so you can go.
Okay.
You can also
Wow,
try to
man.
fight. You can try to. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what you do when you're. Ask Mr. Land.
My best skill is a pilot. So I can't,
dude.
you know what I'm saying? I have to go like what's his face in Teen Wolf. What I want to do, because this is kind of dire, so I may have to use one of these bad boys. But I want to come up between breaths and yell for her gun, and I want to try and make a crazy power move and catch the gun.
I'll allow an extra action from you, but it's going to cost you 2 strain to throw him.
You don't have to if you think that's a stupid ass idea.
Well, wait a second. No, here's the thing. Her gun. She's being dangled.
I'm like,
yeah.
throw me your fucking rifle.
I'm going to
I'm
allow it. I'm going to allow it if you take 2 strain. 2 strain is the stuff that comes back easier. Wounds don't come back.
If she's
easier.
able to grab her gun while she's dangled over someone, couldn't she just shoot down into it and kill it?
She could, but here's. You know what? We're going to have to wait for your turn to
Isn't
respond.
that like
to
the money shot when the mouth is open? Like that's
Yeah.
always the
You
kill
get
shot.
the eyeball.
Yeah, it's like the Death Star. It's a little. You just shoot right there.
Right.
And punch it
Or
back.
back in the
port,
80s, we
the
learned,
exhaust
you
port.
know, from Nintendo games, always shoot the
true.
eye,
Shoot the
or the
eye.
brain, or
Yeah.
the mouth.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Those are the
talking about.
3
I'm
things.
talking about 80s Nintendo games.
That's right. That's right.
If she can grab it to throw it, she easily could.
Yeah, that's why I asked if I had a reaction.
Okay,
Well, you will, so you can just save me.
So you want to, but you want to use your action to just call for help and give her that plan.
If I can call for help without using a special point, I want to do that. I just don't know how strong this squid is. I don't know if he's holding me under and drowning me out, or if I have a chance to come out and
Listen,
be like,
I'm gonna say-
yo, shoot him or throw that to me. right now. You know what I'm saying?
So I think, here's the thing. I'm not even going to make you roll for it, but I am going to make you role play it, dude. No, this is what I want. This is what I want.
Roll
Let me
or
tell
role
you,
play.
let me direct him. This is not my time, man. Dave is done. Dave is done. The audience, you guys haven't seen Rebels yet, but it's done. And now it's my time.
Give it to me.
Do you understand?
Give it to me.
Your character, now we've already shot it.
Oh,
You know, we already shot it, as Dave would say. Meaning we already have it in layout. You're skipping up and down in the water, so you can't get a full sentence out. I want to see that. I want to see it.
You got it.
Go for it.
Oh.
Score! Your rifle! Now! Shoot him! Or throw it!
There you go.
Dang it. I should have videoed it. I couldn't video it. I wasn't here in time.
It was really good. She didn't get it.
That sucks.
Okay, we'll look at next round.
Okay.
Okay, 3 of you go, then the monster, then 2 of you. And you guys are running off going, let's head to the junk shop, and you look back, you're
We can see them?
you're still within visual range, yeah.
What are his guards doing right now while all this is going on?
Are we
Are they
within-
getting tentacled up too?
You will learn.
Oh, damn it.
Yes.
I'm underwater.
Wait, you said we're within medium range?
Yeah, you're within medium range. I'll show you where you are. You guys, okay, so the 41 Vex, this thing is them. So they're kind of all on top of each other like this, right?
Yeah.
You guys are just down the street a little bit. So you guys are here where the Wookiee is. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You're kind of around the corner here. There's also like a little fruit stand here, and you know, I think they sell socks. It's pretty cool.
Honestly, I'm trying to give the people watching a B story, but it sounds like we might have to come back. I thought it would be more fun to deal with
We're
something
the king
else.
of abandon the plan.
He's just trying
We're
to
the
look.
kings of abandon the plan.
Yeah, no, he's smart, man.
I
He's
love
like, we got to put some character in it. It's not just an action
Yeah, I
thing.
thought we
gotta
were
learn
trying to
about the
entertain
people.
while
We're trying to
But
entertain.
now I'm thinking, we can't have the A story time.
That's amazing. Dude. I love
That's pretty good.
I mean, we should probably help
Yeah,
him.
maybe I should get my blaster and help him.
Yeah, I can shoot too from medium range with blaster pistol.
Is your holdout blaster? Is it a holdout blaster?
I have a holdout blaster, yeah.
Let me check something out because I think the holdout blaster is only short range, but you can run in.
It's short,
does say
it is
short range.
and
Taylor has a medium.
damage
Yeah, I
is
have a
fine.
medium range one.
Okay.
Give that Wookiee a beer.
If you want to run in there, you can. And also, here's the thing: your shock gloves are fine when you sort of take them out of the water. When you dive them into the water, it sort of kind of electrifies the area. So your shock gloves are kind of enhanced weirdly, and they can backfire. And I'll show you how that's going to work with the rules if you decide to do anything with the shock gloves.
Okay.
It could go badly for you, but it could go badly for whatever you hit. The blaster is fine.
Okay.
But it also the blaster doesn't do a lot of damage. Hold-up blasters are small and they're not as damaging.
Since we started the B story for our friends at home, and I know what the igniter is looks like. How Wookiee? Why don't you take your longer range
And shoot, and you keep going?
I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love it.
Now, here's what I want to. This is another question I got because, as I
we
said,
need to get out of here, and we need that thing.
If you roll well, it doesn't matter.
so
My
here's-
gloves are unpredictable. This is short range. This guy can get it done.
You know what I think would
This
be
guy
great?
can get it done.
I wanna know,
For sure.
Just
She's right.
in very short terms, what does that look like? You guys are running. You stop. You hear.
Question, did she end up getting the blaster?
Oh, I still
we're gonna
have
find
it.
out.
We're gonna find out. I'm
Oh,
still
you didn't
dangling.
get the
I'm
reactionary
still
roll?
dangling over
Yeah.
the mouth of Henry.
And he is still coming up and down.
I'm alive, man. I'm kicking.
What does it look like?
What does it look like? Meaning, like, what's the scene where two people are running away, they see their friends getting killed, and you go, I'm gonna go.
It's a real hesitant moment, yeah.
I think
You got this.
you can fix
I turn
that.
around
I'm
to
gonna go
shoot.
fix
Yeah.
our
I'm
department.
like,
just
you
met
keep
them. I
going.
don't really
I
care.
can see you. I will be there in a second.
Thanks.
Is that
Because the way I see it, I
like
can
it.
see
I
the
like
entrance to the junk shop, and I can see this. So I'm
Look at
like,
me. I'm like tinkering around in the junk
Yeah.
So
shop.
I'll tell you what. In the next round, you'll be there, and we're gonna play out a whole scene.
yes.
So here's the thing.
I think that's right.
So,
Scooping through things.
so you guys look at each other. Wookiee's still got fish flopping all around.
I grab a
He looks
fish.
back. You grab a fish.
I eat it. Go.
she
Takes
keeps
a bite
going.
out of a fish and
Wait,
runs.
you make it to the next one, right?
What?
Does she roll for anything in the junk shop?
This next round, we're gonna play out a whole little scene for her.
Yeah, no, I'm
sick.
just looking
We're
around.
gonna have to wait.
Well, then I.
So what are you doing? You can do whatever
Yeah,
you
I'm
want.
gonna help out. You're not in trouble, right? You're
No,
gonna
I'm in
poke him, but you're
stealth
still
mode
just being
behind
deaf.
the big eyeball.
I can't believe you made that stealth roll, by the way.
That's so 3PO.
Not
just
the
not
stealthiest
getting
dude,
touched.
yeah.
Tons of laser blasts.
Yeah.
You're so 3PO, dude.
Help
And
this guy.
it's the squid that's holding him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to
is
think where
holding
the
on-
best place to shoot him at is with a blaster pistol, because I can't like shoot off the tentacle holding him. Can
You
I?
could try. You could try to do that.
Seems like
Shoot
their
off the
odds
money-
are.
Mine, because I'll just drop into his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
no.
She's
Yeah, I wouldn't
dangling
do that.
above the damn
No, I
thing.
think you're
and
gonna finish the job.
It sucks.
That would suck so bad.
I mean, yeah, I kind of have to just shoot at. I mean, and it just.
Does it have an eyeball?
I gotta shoot at, but brings
It
up
has an eyeball, right?
brings up the point again of if it dies while it's holding you here. I mean,
If
you
it
can get out of
dies, I'll just go
body
and
of the
maybe I'll
whale.
find
You
some
just
more
heard
Yeah.
it falling out of Just the mouth. jack it
There's
up.
a lot of seafood
Maybe
in there.
distract him.
How if I shoot at the eye, how much damage could I do if I have a great roll?
If you do a great roll, man, we can make all kinds of crazy things happen. Remember,
Your
you can
weapon
always
damage
spend one of
is
these.
listed here.
Yeah, 6.
And then he'll add to
Top
that if you do
range.
something sick.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shoot at.
Just don't hit your bro, dude. I'm underwater.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
You can see, like for example, the base of the tentacle from the body that he's being pulled in on, and you can all see the tentacle there. Or you can try to hit the creature in one of its eyes or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the eye.
All right, man. That's cool. That's
I'm gonna
cool.
go for the heart, though. Really, is what I'm gonna go for.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do it. So, what's your range skill?
Medium, ranged light.
That's some action to it.
What
I have a
is it?
6 damage.
And what is the
ranged
skill?
light,
Like
medium.
which dice is like yellow? and
Yellow
green?
and 2 green.
All right, that's
Oh,
pretty
not bad.
good, man.
Okay, so it's
I'm feeling like
2 purple for short range, medium range, right? So that's the deal. I think that's it. All right, you want to roll this up? You ready?
Yep.
All right, dude, here we go.
come on, save your boy.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing.
Everything
You're
you
not
do
going to
is
score
good.
any
Yeah.
damage, but you have advantage, and you can spend that in a sort of story way. So what happens because you're blasting at this thing?
He has 2 advantage?
2 advantage, and I'm gonna let him do. What do you think would happen with the? What's the?
So I shot,
Right.
and you're saying it didn't do damage, so it
Didn't
hit.
do damage to hit, but it sort of glanced off the surface, and something happened. Good. Something good happened. What do you think? What would you like to have happen? I can tell you whether that's possible or not.
I would like to say it hit him and just shut off something else within him, as in.
His will to live.
Appetite.
His sense of humor.
I want him to let go of Posh,
All right.
and with 2 advantage, I feel like I could bark and he'd do that, right?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. It's a little. Generally, you should have a little bit more advantage, but that's pretty good.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. So
for saving your boy,
that's-
man.
Yeah. So okay. Bam, 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 bam. Little fish are dancing on your wrist as you start letting loose with blaster bolts, and Posh, and then you start. You feel the tentacle let go.
All right.
So you're free. You're just going, oh my god! And now you don't know where your blaster is. It's
I just
somewhere.
want oxygen. I'll get the blaster in a
Right,
second.
right. You're running, so you're not in this scene. Meaning, 2 more people go, and then monster goes.
Well, that was, it was those 2. Oh, no, we start at the top of the round.
I'm gonna, you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna stay with that.
We would
One
have a
person,
reaction.
one more person goes, and then the monster
Or
goes.
droid, who's ever.
Maybe I should go.
Or the droid, or you, or whoever. Yeah, you wanna go?
I would like to
You are
shoot-
being
I can try
dangled.
to
I
stab
would
him.
like to shoot straight down into this thing.
All right. What's your blaster skill?
My
you're
blaster
ranged,
is,
sweet
I'm
landing
ranged
on both
heavy, yellow and green. 2 yellow, 2 green.
2 yellow, 2 greens. Pretty
Ooh,
good.
that's a sweet roll. Come on, baby.
Now, because you are tangled up, we're gonna add a black.
Yeah,
Because you have a
I know.
Jawa on you, you're gonna add another black.
He's so tiny.
This is bad. This is bad.
He's
and
so
then
Have a
tiny.
gray. He's tiny.
And because you're engaged with the thing,
But I have a clear shot.
you do have a clear shot.
Clear.
And because you have a clear shot, I'm going to add a blue. This is a very crazy roll. It's a crazy roll.
Whoa.
But we're doing this.
Man.
What do you think about that? You want to roll it? You want to do this?
Yeah, I gotta do it, otherwise I'm gonna
You
die.
going to spend any of those or
Nice
anything?
little cocktail.
To get advantage?
It would
Is it time?
knock one of these greens
No,
into a
I'm
yellow.
not going
I don't
to.
even know what all that means.
She's
yet.
so confident.
Okay.
I'm
Here we go.
not. I'm just.
In her
We're
skills.
gonna have more.
Something's going to happen. Oh, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Somebody. Oh, hi,
Hi,
Mom.
Mark. This is good.
Baby face. Oh.
This is not good.
So here's
Two
the
bad
deal.
things and 3 good things. Is that that?
What's
Two
your damage
threats.
plus 3?
My damage to what? Oh. Oh, it's 9.
Jack.
My damage, plus 1 on damage to a success, 9 plus 3
That's
is 12.
big.
Oh, that is
damage.
a big shot.
Thank God. I thought that was
That is a
wrap.
huge
That's
shot.
one of them.
I knew you would finish it.
Their damage.
We got 2
Carbine
threat
blaster.
coming.
I got a blaster
Oh, I see.
carbine.
Which I think
You
is
get
story.
5 damage plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Story's fine.
Yeah, unless
I got a big gun.
Okay.
Story's fun.
Okay, so here.
Elbow the Jawa in the face.
All right, so for the 2 threat that you have, as you blast away, you start firing into this thing's maw. This thing screams. Huge scream. The Jawa drops into the maw.
Sorry, dude.
And as you look, you swear to God, you see the other Jawa trying to crawl out. The other this Jawa hits him, and that's really cruel. I don't know why you would do that. That's terrible. That's on you. But you fall from the tentacle.
TD, bitches.
You fall from the tentacle, and you douse yourself under the water, and then you feel this sharp pain in your foot. You look down, and there's a stingray having just stabbed this long probe through the right side of your foot.
What? Oh, don't probe
You're gonna take 2 strain. Now it didn't get you very good, but it totally kills.
Ow, that really hurts.
So now you have the stingray on your foot. And now the monster's gonna go.
Hello, monster.
Hello, monster.
Down to 9-9.
Okay, this thing is gonna. For one thing, it's gonna chomp down on the Jawa. That's one of the actions. The other one.
Steve still, or 41 Vex still right behind it?
Yes. Yes, he is.
I'm
So-
admiring its
Love
back.
that.
It's incredible.
Okay, so here's the deal. Let me think about that. Okay, cool. So this thing is going to make an attack on both of you guys. Pash and you roll these out.
Wait, but I think
call
we
me
just worked
Kara.
out a lot of our issues in the last round.
know.
I don't know if Henry's going to.
Crazy. Roll it.
Son of a bee.
Let's see who gets a better roll. And you want the light side. You got
got a
one light side
bad
point. Do it.
Come on, Pippi.
Oh, Pash. And the tentacle just flaps in the water. No sooner do you grab a breath that this thing starts slapping at you again.
No.
And oh man.
Man, I
8
just got
damage.
smacked.
Remember you.
I got smacked so hard.
So-
We gotta
So
get
Pash-
some stim packs.
You're like, help, this rifle, and then suddenly the tentacle's off. You're like, great, and then it's like wraps up in you again. Sploosh. You're in the water, but you're not under the water.
But I'm wrapped up again.
You're wrapped up, but you're not under the water.
This guy is beating my ass. So how
I
much
should have
damage
used
was
those
it?
2 advantages
That
to say
was
that he
8
went
damage,
like
so
one.
remember
Eight damage, so I lose 4 on soap
Yeah.
and another 4, so I'm down to 5
You live
health,
and you learn,
dog.
folks.
So, dude, you're not drowning this time, man. So things are looking really good.
Compared to
Think of it that way. Things are good.
Plus, he's chewing on a
How much
really
health
good
do you have
meal.
left?
You got 2 Jawa going right now?
I don't
Steve.
understand the math. Yes.
How much health
Present
do you have
a
left?
key.
You start creeping close to this creature,
Yep.
and then you feel, and this headless droid is flailing at you. The one that was fighting her, martial arts style.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yes.
trying to sort of karate chop you. It doesn't know what it's doing. It doesn't have any sensory organs, but it's flapping around on you.
Okay.
And it's going to slow you down, but it's probably not as dangerous as a droid that has a head.
Okay.
So, anyway, so that's happening. Or whoever hasn't gone this round.
I think it's me.
Yes.
Okay.
Tentacle man.
And you can try to break
No,
free.
he hasn't had his turn yet.
You haven't
I'm
had
being
the one time.
behind.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So, so I have a droid coming at me. How close am I to Henry over there?
You're pretty much on him if you want to be.
I'm on him. Okay.
Yeah, big,
So-
round, bulbous, slimy body. And by the way, as you're doing this, you're looking at it, and this droid's peck, 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 slapping you, and then you see this beautiful Mount Calamari ballet dancer going, just like just swim on by. It's like, okay, I guess that broke too. And you see over there more water rushing.
Oh.
Looks like their part of the aquarium broke now as well. So you're like, okay, good,
This is
good.
not going well. I need to
So
do
there's
something.
tons of water coming.
Yep.
The Mount Calamari are escaping out of the thing. There's a droid slapping you around. However, he's got no head, so he
Yeah.
can't. He's not. And you're right next to the creature. What do you do?
Does the droid have any sharp, sticky bits on him?
The battle droid?
The droid that's swinging around at me.
He's his neck. He's got a long. It's the Matt Wood style battle droids. He's got a long, sharp neck.
Okay. So I'm going to take the droid in a headlock. I'm going to take my sharp, sticky hand thing, and I'm gonna jab both of them into the asshole of the giant Henry. Yes.
And sodomize the octopus.
What is your brawl, my friend?
My brawl is not good, I don't think.
Do we
My
need
brawl
jabs?
is 2 diamonds, green diamonds.
2 green. So
You've done.
I'm not going to
you
tell
rolled
you
better
what to
with
do.
worse.
But I'm just saying the force is there for you, even if you're a droid, if you decide. Because 2 green ain't going to be. Here's the thing: this thing has a thick hide. It's going to give it a black, and it's got 2 purple.
So
Spend a coin.
I'm gonna
Spend
spend
a
a coin.
coin.
All
Right,
Spend it.
right. This is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right, dude. Here we go.
Find the hole.
Ready? Are you
Find
ready?
a hole.
do
Find the
it, do
exhaust
it, do
port.
it, do it.
Come on.
Oh.
Is that good? That's good, right?
Okay.
Wait, what happened?
You try to jab your hypodermic into it.
Yep.
The battle droid sweeps the leg. Dude.
What?
Sweep the leg,
Leg has been swept. These battle droids. I know I said that they had tridents on their chest.
Oh dear.
But this one's got a weird cobra on its chest, along with the trident. It sweeps your leg, and as you're
Fear
trying
does
to,
not exist in that.
as you try to stab your hypodermic, it trips you, and you go sploosh into the water. Now the good news is you ain't gonna drown down there.
Right.
But you are still next to it. It doesn't know you're there. But you did not get your needle in there, man.
Damn it.
Now, if you want an extra maneuver to position yourself, but I mean, you can make an attempt next round. But this thing is all over you. Leg sweeps. It's probably going to try the drum technique on you next. I don't know if it knows the crane, but if it does, no can defense, dude.
No can defense.
This is not even the Johnny Lawrence of battle droids. This is the bad boy Mike Barnes of battle droids. So just be careful.
snap.
That's
Be
wonderful.
careful. So you
General
are now
Hospital
tussling
zone.
with this droid, and again, it can't get a good shot on you because it can't see you, but it can certainly muck up everything else. And there's a big tidal wave coming. And you do have a maneuver. If you want to sort of brace yourself near this thing or let it wash you out, you can do either or. You can get away from this thing and away from the battle droid and save yourself, or you can try to stay where you're at with the battle droid and the creature and hope the creature doesn't notice you.
Now, is the water coming from behind us and pushing us towards the creature or away from the creature?
Okay, let me see how I can describe this. See how this shells out like this? The
Yes.
water is rushing out like this. You're at the mouth of the big garage door.
Okay.
And you're behind the creature.
Yep.
So the thing will just wash you away from the creature in that direction, unless you brace yourself.
Maybe best to get washed away at this point. I'm thinking. Just because I didn't realize I couldn't pierce him.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
here's the thing. You can try it again. You just got a bad roll.
Yeah.
You know, you could certainly try again.
Fuck it, I'm going to try again.
Are you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So next round,
Yes.
let's maybe do that first up, right?
It's like Ahsoka. He just doesn't quit.
I want this bastard.
All right, so let me really quick. Let me just roll up the battle droid against the tidal wave, really quick. Battle droid. All right, here's the good news. Battle droid, when the tidal wave comes, just washes away from you. So now you're all clear, kid. You just stab that thing with a hypodermic and go home. So the battle droid just goes swooping around,
Trust your
and then the weirdest thing was that you also see a battle droid head go.
Sounded like Matt. Very strange.
It did it? That sounded really. Okay, so next round now.
Exactly
Okay.
like Matt would.
Okay, so
So
She's shopping.
There's this-
She's doing a full makeover.
grabbing,
She's shopping.
lifting, looking.
So you go in, you walk into this this musty little shop,
Yeah.
right? You open the door, right? And the water rushes in behind you. It's not like deep now. Now it's only like, I don't know, 6 inches deep around where you're at.
Okay.
You rush in, you're soaking wet.
Yeah.
You go in, and there's this sort of portly older guy behind the counter. And he's got all kinds of weird odds and ends hanging from these racks above. There's a little.
familiar.
He does look familiar. He looks like Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
He's got
totally
a little
does.
staff.
I was going to say Bro Live.
He's eating oatmeal and he goes, "What the hell do you want?" And then the water goes. He's like, "What's going on?" "Hey, and he gets up. "There's a lot of expensive things in here." And he starts looking around and he's got this staff and he starts picking up pieces of equipment and trying to get it off the ground.
Right.
And he's like, "What the hell? Is it raining out there?"
In a manner of speaking. A little bit. I need an igniter.
That igniter is already sold to Trask Can you help me? Get that thing off the floor. Get it off the floor. Quick.
So I start helping him.
All right, and
I'm
then
lifting stuff.
You see the droid, R5 unit, right? Kind of looks like Chopper. Rolls up, tries to pick something up, and he goes, no, forget about that droid, and he kicks the droid.
Oh.
The droid kind of goes knocking back, starts picking itself up a little bit. It's like, not that, get that. We don't care about that, get that. So he kicked the droid. That's not cool. But it's Wilford Brimley, you know, he's got a bad attitude.
Totally.
So
Diabetes.
Too much oatmeal.
Diabetes.
He was mean in the firm.
Yeah.
hypermatter reactor. Hold on, you just gotta make sure that everything stays dry.
Okay. Do you have a hair dryer? It's flooding. I don't know how to help you.
Did you bring, what's going on out there? And then he hears, he has this moment of, droid, why don't you go out there and see what's going on? The droid sort of rolls itself outside of the shop. And you see that you're in kind of a little entry. There's a desk that he's, you know, that he was tending. There's all kinds of junk everywhere. And then there's a junkyard out back, right?
Did he admit though
it's
that he's
behind
there?
the desk.
He admitted to the igniter being there.
It's
So we don't have to worry about anything else. Oh, well,
But it's
screw Trask.
okay.
Yeah, he said,
Well, at least we found it quick.
Okay.
First
So
try.
it's there.
There's a door to the back of the junkyard behind the counter.
I think I sneak out of that.
So you just take off?
Yeah. I mean, he's asking me what's going on outside. I'm
Oh,
happy
but
to
you
tell
could
him the
take him.
truth, but
You ain't leaving without.
Yeah, you found the igniter.
really? No way.
You say it was an old man?
Then you better lie.
He's a good man. You know what? Can I just bonk him? Like, just give him a little bump, like a little bump. Sure.
KO him, I
Let's
love
find out where the
KO.
igniter is.
If I
too.
choke him out, how about if I just like Freddie said? Just put him
Let's
to
find
sleep
the
for like-
igniter.
Give
Choke
him
him out
like
gently.
5
You
minutes.
Choked out Wilford Brimley.
I'm googling Wilford Brimley.
Do you want to, are you going to, yeah, look him up,
Put
look
him
him
to
up.
sleep. I want to shut him
Who
up.
are we talking about?
So do you want to punch him or do you want to try to choke him? Because both of them are pretty
Those are pretty violent.
choking. I mean, you've choked people.
Yeah, no,
It's
I know.
bad.
I look to Freddie. Just
Yeah.
give him a little zap, 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 zap on the head. How about if I just zap him?
Tase him.
Sure.
I'm gonna tase him.
Vulcan
That's sweet.
neck
Put him to
pinch.
sleep. I'm just gonna say sweet dreams.
This guy doesn't even need a tase to go down. I think.
Leave poor Wilford Brimley alone.
No, I think we find this igniter. It's here.
Push him, knock him on his old ass.
Breathe on him, he'll go
That
down.
old guy.
So, okay, what is your shot glove skill?
Tase might send this guy to the next
I
level.
think it's dice pool. It's a yellow and 2 green.
Yellow and 2 green.
Yeah.
And it's a blue because of the,
Gotta make a new agreement.
your shot gloves are wet.
Right. Okay.
So add a blue.
I'm gonna tase
And then-
diabetes.
I'm going to, now here's the thing, how would that work?
Did you just clock Wilford Brimley?
No, I'm gonna.
He tased her, bro.
I'm just gonna.
Here's the deal, I'm giving you yet another boost die, I'm gonna give you that, and then there's a red, I'm gonna flip that back to a white. So here's the deal, here we go.
Oh, Wilford.
All right,
Oh, nice.
2 success, 3
And
advantage.
wow, what a roll.
Yes.
What
How do you want that to go?
I would love
You
for
can get
him
everything
to.
you want.
Yeah, you can
I'd
get
like
it all.
for him to fall asleep. I'd like to go out and back and look around and find what we need and get out of there.
Okay, cool. But this is more to do with what immediately happens to him. He just falls asleep.
What if he falls into it?
He's got narcolepsy.
You got advantage.
You can
make up. You can
this success
You can
means
just
that-
write bridges to what we need.
You know why we're there. You know what we need.
Yeah.
So use your advantage to make that happen.
Oh, you know, you could. And so
thought
the
I just
advantage is
said
sort of
that,
like,
no?
yeah, you know, you actually just did, and you're totally
Okay,
right.
then I just
So,
agree.
okay, so here's what happens. Were you choking him or punching him? You punched him, right?
No, I tased him. I
You shot- oh, you just
tased
went like this. You just like that.
I tased him.
She was
and
the
he went.
where? She was
Where did you
the
tase him? How did
Philly
that go?
security.
I think I grabbed his neck. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I just went.
okay.
Grab onto his
Yeah.
neck, and
Homeboy
immediately
falls.
upon touching him,
place.
Yeah.
his bald hairs go completely straight.
Yeah.
Einstein.
Shock.
Yeah.
Electricity plays across him. He
His
falls.
mustache goes.
He goes, falls back, starts snoring immediately, and then you see, because of the advantage, falling out of his pocket, chunk chunk into the water, the hypermatter reactor, this little module about this big. You're like, no, it's in the water, it's in the water. But they are built to be tough. So you see basically just falls out of his pocket.
And we got 3 advantage.
Yeah. The advantage is what she used to basically have it fall out of his pocket.
Oh God, yeah.
All right, and as you see this guy falling in the water, then the water kind of flows over him, and he's like, Water is now going up into his windpipe. What do you want to do? He's going to. All right, you pull him out.
Sit him up.
You start sitting him up, and you pull him. The droid rolls in and looks at you, looks at him, looks at you, and starts rolling up to you really slowly.
Okay, since I'm an engineer, he becomes my best friend and he joins our team.
Okay. Do you want to try to reprogram the droid?
Well, he might have been one of the ones I already did reprogram. You tell me, buddy. How much advantage?
You're going to have to burn one of those.
No, that's okay. I'll ask him politely.
What do you want to say?
Reprogram. Would you like to join us and get out of here?
Okay, hold on for a second. What is your charm? Give me a charm roll.
Be a charming mechanic. Come on. It's that good, huh?
Charm rank is 0.
Yeah, but what are the dice?
What are the dice?
Colors?
My rank is 0, but my two green.
2 green. Do you want to upgrade any of them? Do you want to burn one of those?
Now I'm gonna just be who I am.
Be who you are. You get a blue
love it.
for reasons I will not tell you. And let's see how this goes.
I'm good with droids.
Come on, girl.
Charming. Charming. Ooh.
Okay. Now here's the thing. You're going to succeed. This droid is going to maybe be amenable to what you want. However, these threat, he's going to do something unpredictable. So he comes up as you're pulling him out. Shock prod comes out of the R5 droid, starts shocking him. He starts just jerking around. I mean, you think this droid is going to kill him. He's like, oh my God. You're starting to get shocked. You take 1 strain, so knock off 1 strain. So the electricity is going through you. Your shock glove starts sparking. So, I mean, it's crazy. Then he falls over onto the counter, right? Hits a piece of equipment, knocks over this this little lamp, and suddenly the counter lights on fire.
Great.
The droid goes,
Yeah.
he stops shocking him. You also see as the fire goes, it's like coming across the counter. You see a little picture of Wilford Brimley and this little blonde girl on this wooded setting, little curly-haired blonde girl, and it says for Noah.
Who are
You
we
don't know what that
thinking
means.
she looks like?
She looks like Wilford Brimley too.
Look up the word Sindel.
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, look up the word Sindel, and you'll see what she looks like. Anyway, so yeah, now the counter is on fire, but there's water on the floor. The droid is now like, you know, just kind of like, oops. But the droid seems like he's going to come with you.
Okay, great. What do you need me to do? Celebrate that, or use the water on the floor to put the fire out?
If you'd like, it's totally up to you. The counter's on fire. You're like, okay.
Does the droid
But
have
the
an
city's
extinguisher in it?
drowning, so we're fine.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
Caleb says let it burn, baby.
Well, no, it's gonna be. If it's flooding so much, it's gonna be okay. Like you've seen a
there's
fire in a
enough water
flood.
around?
The flood wins.
It's up to y'all.
Totally up to you.
I'm a good person, so I'm going to put out the fire. Either I'm going to ask the droid if he has a little extinguisher thingy.
I think that balancing of the force flips one of the Blacklist to white. I don't know, being a good person. I'm pretty sure.
It's just making a karmic note that you've done the right thing. The droid gets to starts putting out the flames. In the meantime, cut back to the panicked destruction. Freddie, tentacle around you.
Damn it.
This is a new round. Two more people go.
Ooh.
I still have no weapon, which is just brutal that you're doing that to me.
No, man, it's terrible.
Okay, so my maneuver, I want to.
Remember, if you ever have a lot of advantages like that, maybe you get lucky. Maybe your weapon turns up. You never know where it is.
Wait, where do I have my advantage?
No, I mean like if you roll really well and you have tons of advantage
yes,
left over.
but I haven't done that yet. All right, so maneuver. I just want to make sure that I communicate with them that they have the part that we need for the ship. What's it called?
Do we have a comic thing?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page so that we can start to make moves, because I'm getting squidded to death.
Well, I'm trying to help because I'm still in this middle
I
ground.
know you are, but right now this squid is kicking my ass.
So we should
My voice. You know, I didn't do a voice for Mathis last time, so if I all of a sudden
Linda.
No, but I'm.
This is Tie Bomber Linda.
I don't know, would he be more like?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that's kind of good.
Go Don Cheadle from Promotions 11.
His mouth.
I thought that was so funny.
Blow stuff up. All right, is it my turn?
When we last left off, Freddie had a
magic
tentacle wrapped around him, as usual.
He does right now too.
And
Stop it.
We're standing next to this thing. No droid is hammering you, but lots of water is rushing by.
Yes.
What am I? Did I get released?
You were released, and you had your gun, and the
But it didn't
Jawa.
go well, because I'm still with the Jawa in the water. No.
Jawa went in the mouth. You're out.
Oh,
of
that's
the
right. Yeah, I'm
They're
fine.
lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
You're okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Now here's what you see. You're next to this big, giant, bulbous thing with tentacles flailing everywhere. You're standing behind it,
Right.
trying to find a sensitive spot, as you put it.
Yes.
So eloquently. You're wrapped up in a tentacle. You're medium
This
range.
whole episode.
Watching this with fish still flapping on your fur.
I got the junk shop here, and I got this device.
You made a new friend, and you have a piece of equipment.
Yep.
And you notice, as you look back to the palace, you see that. Remember that trunk droid that was like, feed the trunk droid?
Yeah.
They wanted our
that big
weapons.
sort of. You see, its mouth is open.
Oh.
And you see 3 battle droids. One battle droid is on the front of it going like this to try to
dear.
propel it toward you. Its little legs are flapping like this so that it's sort of like a speedboat. And there's 2 other battle droids, and they're all standing in the trunk using it as a boat.
Oh boy.
And they're taking aim. And
This is the
and
greatest idea ever.
one of them he's kind of
Roger.
flapping this, and he pulls this thing and he hits this this button, and above them a big hologram of Timo appears.
Oh,
Give up now! There's nothing for you! Yeah! May the powers of Neptune drag you under to a watery grave! Yeah! Idiots!
God, I really hate that guy.
So one battle droid is like, he's holding the hologram. The other 2 are about to take aim with blasters, and they're inside a big trunk droid that they're using as a boat, and its little legs are going like this. So that's way back, probably medium range inside this thing. So they're coming at you, but they're out there.
Okay.
Behind, inside the palace, coming around this new.
That's
river.
going to be a tough shot for them to get off floating back.
But they're moving
Yeah, they
fast
will.
because the current's going in their way. So they're Pirates of the Caribbean in it, right toward you right now. So that's what's going on. Who wants to? For this round, we got what?
It's you or me, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 go.
You need a
Then
release,
the monsters.
don't you?
I
You need a little heavy armor. Boom.
leaving that right
You know, I have 2
boom, boom.
things, Steve. Just, I need I can't even like construct a sentence. She said, you need a release. No, I know. I heard it. I'm like, she's cool like that.
Did I just tap into some male speak?
why do
I
you think
don't
we were
understand.
I'll be texting the wife real quick. I would say, be home soon.
And the tentacle thing just adds a sort of international thing to it, right?
I'm very
This has been hentai from the beginning. So we know.
No,
I have a question.
Yes,
Does my character carry a knife? Or no, just a blaster?
He doesn't. I don't believe he carries a knife.
Okay, so here's what I would like to do.
But,
Tell
Do
me.
you want me
But-
to blast the tent?
Like, for example, there's a lot of debris floating in this water. Pieces of droid, pieces of glass, pieces
Okay.
of aquarium, sharp fish, like the one sticking into her foot. Barely.
Oh, that's right. I got the thing.
I need a stingray barb.
But if you want me to cooperate, you're going to have to give something to the dark side, man. You
Yeah,
have to
okay,
spend one
okay.
of these points.
So here's what I want to do. With my maneuver, I want to use a stim pack. I have 5 health.
That's fine. I think that's fair.
All right, so how much does the stim pack give on the first round?
5.
Ooh, I like
Oh,
that.
5.
Okay, so I'm up to 10 health, which at least I can take another shot from Henry.
Yeah.
You bastard. Okay, with my second move, I am going to use a little bit of this force,
Use that.
and I'm hoping.
Turning into the dark side, my place.
Sorry.
You get an action and a maneuver.
Yeah, this is my maneuver now. Or my action,
And you can
sorry,
also
my
get
action.
1 extra maneuver if you spend 2 strain. You can
I don't
take
have
2
much
strain.
strain
Don't
left
spend
to
your strain.
do
You'll
pass
that
out.
either.
You'll be like, ah!
Look, I don't know if you've noticed, Pasha's taking some grief the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Again. I'm just
Yeah.
hanging on. Okay, so I've flipped this now to the dark side, my advantage.
Yes.
I'm hoping it's my blaster that floats by. I'm looking for anything that's
Okay.
not glass.
If you want to spend that, and you're saying, do you want something to cut the tentacle, or you want to
I
blast
want
it?
something either cut it or blast it. I gotta get away
I'll
from
say
Henry.
that, you know, look,
Doesn't matter to me.
look, guys. In my head, John Williams is playing. No. Kevin Connor's playing. It's going.
Kevin Conroy?
Not Kevin Conroy. That's a different guy. That's Batman. I know. What are you talking about?
Not him.
God, guys, voice actors. Anyway, so
Playing in my head. That's all you care about, dude.
So yeah, you know. As you see a
And I
droid,
see something floating by.
you see a broken piece, a broken battle droid who's like kind of
an
broken in
arm?
half, kind of reaching, grabbing your blaster. And you can pretty much pluck it from his hand. But the thing is, only one of your hands is free. The other one is against your body because you have a tentacle around you. You see? You see? Come on, watery grave. What? So there is a battle droid who has recovered your blaster, but he is also in pieces because he's been blasted by you. He's glitching out and losing it. But he's near you.
So I'm reaching with one arm to try and grab that.
You spent the dark side. Yes. All right.
What stat do I need to find here to pull this off?
To fire at the tentacle?
Yeah.
All right, man. Here's what's going to happen. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What's your range for your blaster? What's the range?
Okay, my range is light, but it also says I have ranged heavy.
Look at the blaster on the other. Turn the sheet around on your blaster.
Yeah,
pistol.
but skill light, range medium, damage 6.
range medium would. Oh yeah, gotcha. So what is the dice though? The
I have one yellow.
One yellow.
And 2 green.
Two green.
We have the exact same blaster.
Now here's the thing, man.
Power to the people.
You have one black for being all
My
tied
arm's
up.
all strapped
That's
in.
your tie.
Yeah, that's
right. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. The dark side is pulling against you, my friend. I'm spending one of these.
Damn you,
Ay,
So
ay,
one of
ay.
the purples turning into a red, which means that if you get a despair, something really bad is going to happen on our planet.
no.
If I can roll the despair against you.
Glad I used my stim pack.
Right. So, and I'm going to say it's these tentacles aren't like superhumanly strong. Just the mouth that it's trying to pull you into is superhumanly strong. You're trying to fight your way out of that.
Jaws of death.
So there's your roll, man. You got a purple and a red and a black against that. If you want to spend anything, you can't. Well, you already spent one
No,
of those.
I did,
You already
yeah.
spent one of those. All right, shall we?
Yeah,
You
man,
ready?
hit me.
You ready?
Come on, baby. Good.
You got one advantage. I'm going to give you a little bit of an edge.
Telling you, man.
What do you want to get? Did something
Spend a
happen
coin,
that
buddy,
helps
spend a
someone
coin.
else? That helps you? That helps you in your next round? What you grab this thing out of this droid's hand. You hear Matt Wood go, "Hey, that's mine!"
Can we throw the challenge flag and do a real dice? I think this
Keepers.
thing's a little funky.
You think it's
I like the real die. We can
always do
control
real
it.
die. You can always
Yeah,
do real
I'll
die.
roll
So
die.
here's the thing: with your one advantage, what maybe went your way a little bit, just a little bit.
just so I can't get free of him because that's
So you're
too much.
At this point, you're going bam, 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 bam. You're blasting into this thing, and it's flailing you around. So you're having a hard time shooting the tentacles. So you guys are now looking, and you're seeing blaster bolts going everywhere.
Oh.
You, by the way, you witness that little red Vespa.
Yeah.
This punk kid is about to steal it, and Blaster comes and hits the Vespa, and he just, oh God, and starts running off. You see other people gathering up droid parts and running off. You're seeing all kinds of weird stuff happening. These people are like reacting very strangely to this. Some people are just running. Some people are grabbing salvage and running. Yeah. So what do you think? What does an advantage give you, man?
Shoot, man.
I can give, or you can take a
Can I
strain
get my
back.
other arm free? Would that help me in any way, or
let you
do
do
I
that.
do straight?
I'll let you do that. I'll
Let me
let you
get my arm free, so at least I got a chance against this.
That'll take the
son
black
of a
away.
bitch
Yeah.
squid.
I know, man. So you bam, 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 and it loosens up a little bit. You get your arm free, but it is splashing you around, man. There's water going everywhere. Your hair is not sexy anymore, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I had to be honest with you, man. I rolled it, and your hair is no longer sexy, dude. You had a Bieber thing for a second, and then suddenly it's not beeped out, man. It's
It's like Mario Lopez.
yeah. It's really bad, man. So you got 2 more players to go before.
I also have a question.
Yes, sir.
Overall objective. Are we just trying to get off of the planet?
You are trying to get away, and
Like,
the thing is,
That's our overall, yeah.
But if you get
Wait,
off,
did I take damage?
no, not
Like,
that
we're
time.
not trying to
yet.
kill Timo as an overall thing.
You're trying to escape, and the reason you're trying to get
killing
that
Timo would be-
hypermatter thing is you want to go to hyperspace, get the hell out of the system.
Yeah. So our overall objective is to get to hyperspace, get out of here.
You got it.
Cool. So he's still getting sloshed around. And where is she now at this?
She's pretty much, those two are like on either side of this big bulbous creature, right? Like she's, I'll put it to you this way.
And
She's
you
over
said
here.
this guy is 8 to 9 feet. A Wookiee is
yeah.
You're tall
arguably.
too, dog.
About 7.5 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
And you have an axe.
And I was his like number one fighter, gladiator for years.
Yes, sir.
Can I just rush this dude? And I'm gonna put this. I'm not injured. But there's a thing called Wookiee Rage, and I'm gonna say because he's so injured and we're connected, I feel like I get this extra +1 or +2 damage because I'm furious. These fish, like I'm not wounded, but these fish are really pissing me off. And I've been sitting here wanting to go into the junk shop. I love that stuff, but fuck it, I gotta go back. So I just am like, you know what?
Making a case for Wookiee Rage.
I take the bottle and that alone incites some Wookiee Rage, and I go, I'm running with
take a swig?
Vibroax, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if that's even the mission maneuver, then no.
That's fine. No. I'll let it happen. You're gonna take a swig, and you're gonna
Take a swig and go.
Okay, so
Taylor, you're awesome.
what are you
Vibrox.
grabbing your axe? Are you doing?
Oh, I'm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Now here's the thing.
Off that tent.
So here's you. Between you and the creature is Freddie being pulled toward the creature by a tentacle.
Yeah.
And then they're on the other side of that thing. So how do you want to do it? You could attack the creature. You could chop the tentacle, free Freddie. You
I
could
want the creature. Like,
All right.
I'm sick of this dude. I searched for this dude for so long, and my Vibroax, I think, is pretty strong right now.
Don't mind me, bro.
Now,
Well, no,
I'll just keep fighting.
here's the thing. To get there, to get to the creature, since you're at medium range, you're going to have to spend for an extra maneuver to get there to run
I'll
extra
just
fast.
spend
It's
both.
2 strain damage.
dope.
That's all. 2 strain.
Dope. He doesn't care.
And
He's
you're going to make an
focused.
attack on the creature, man.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
It's a yellow and 3 greens.
Damn,
that's a big mighty roll.
And,
That's a
and
Wookiee
because
roll.
there's the damage would be extra after, huh? It doesn't add to the
Look at him, dude. He's ready.
Yeah.
What is BR +3?
We're getting out of here.
That's brawn +3 or something. I think that's.
Bro.
Bro, it's bro.
Bro, you're +3, bro.
Bro +3.
All right, dude. Do you want that, or do you want to burn anything on this roll?
I don't want to
Raw,
burn anything,
right?
but I trust the
He trusts
technology.
the technology.
All right, dude.
Come on, big boy.
Go.
Come on, Lloyd. Come on, son.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah. I knew you would.
So damage +1. What is it?
That's
I
good
knew
to
it.
hear.
8. Well, it's 7, but it has that brawl +3 or whatever BR +3, and I can't find any definition.
I'll do that. Whatever, man. I'll give you some extra because you got fish on you.
Combat skills.
Because you got fish on
You
you.
got fish on you.
Sam, I don't know what this is. It says
Sacrifice
right
for
here.
the
It says
team.
BR
Yeah,
+3.
there was the whole thing. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to give you that. Look, because you explained it so well, and you've really made a case
Yes,
for anger
Wookiee
being a
Rage.
constructive thing. I'll give you an extra 3 damage on that. So what's your damage? What's the damage of your weapon by itself?
7.
7. So it's 10, 11 damage.
Yeah, hit that son of a
Dude,
bitch.
okay, man. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to sort of describe this. You're going, oh, God! Splash, splash, sploosh, splash, water everywhere, pieces of droid, fish are just kind of leaping everywhere, people are screaming in the background, and then you just hear this, and you look back and you see this Wookiee splashing through the water with fish flying off and left and right.
Yep.
What does the attack look like on this big bulbous round thing? Like what
What
kind
is
of
the attack? Well, I'm also going to go a little further with it. I was thinking about it. Like, you know when a coach has their, like, their player that does everything they say. I fought this guy for a long time. You never would touch your athlete in the way, like, he's not gonna attack me. I'll destroy this guy.
He's scared of you.
Yeah,
He's
it's just, I came
intimidating.
in so hard. He's not gonna, like, I've been his #1 gladiator. If he were a gladiator, he would have taken care of this stuff earlier. He can't necessarily. It just doesn't make sense in my head.
Wait, the squid or Timo?
The squid.
burn?
Oh, is it the
You're-
same thing?
You're Timo's.
You're going after the squid.
Timo's
Guys,
gladiator.
I'm so sorry. I thought Timo and the squid were the same.
No. Squid is the pet that we broke the
God.
tank and
Timo's
it's
a
been
hot,
Is
fucking.
Timo out here?
Timo is on a
I'm dying. The squid is
hologram.
killing me. You're doing good.
yeah,
Get that squid.
Timo
My
is
bad,
on
my bad.
he's on a hologram that's screaming at you from the battle droids who are like on a little raft.
Oh gosh, sorry guys. I
You're good.
thought they were the same thing.
It's all right.
Okay, well, his
You're
attack
killing the right
as a
thing.
squid
It's still working.
is just all his little
I wonder-
tentacles flipping around.
You want
than
it?
this
So you want to now? Now here's the thing. You were attacking the body though. You're going for the big bulbous
Yeah,
body.
for
of the
the
thing.
yeah.
All right. So you see this Wookiee run past the water, just like going upstream in the current, just knocking fish aside, knocking tentacles aside,
Drunken boxing style.
and gets in there and just starts chopping at this
Hacking
damn
this
thing,
thing.
hacking at this thing. Tentacles are slapping you, Taylor. You're slapping them away. You're knocking into this thing, and this disgusting, oozy black stuff starts filling everywhere, and you're just like, whoa, what the hell is that? Next thing you know, this thing splits down the middle.
Oh no. You got him.
and 10 little dudes. 10 little squids like this. They're like the squid, the big mama squid, except they're like this.
They're little babies.
And the thing cracks in half.
Which means Vex 41 can handle all of them.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. The big mama squid still fighting. It's not dead. You just split it open. These little baby squids start rushing out all over the place. You're like, what the hell? What's going on?
Gonna work,
it's screaming from its mouth. Yeah. You hear from the hologram from Timo, no, wait, no, son of a bitch. These little baby squid are now flowing out everywhere. Some of them may attack, some of them may hinder, but at the same time, you are feeling the big mama squid pulling away from you.
Okay. And it also says Pierce on my VibroX. Target soak reduced by 2 when I use his stack. I don't know what his soak was. But
No way. That's actually a big deal, dude.
Damage,
That's a big deal.
Just
You
one
took away
out.
some of his armor.
Okay, no, here's the deal, man. You killed it.
Yeah!
See, we got to read it all.
They're still babies.
No,
though,
yeah,
right?
the Pierce, because its soak left it with like 2 hit points, so that
Okay.
you actually did kill it. So you cut this thing apart. By the way, you also see 2 lab Jawas flowing out, all kinds of digestive juices flowing everywhere.
back out
You
to
are now covered in goo and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wookiee Rage is at all-time high.
But these little squids are trouble. They're probably not as big trouble as the mama, but they're trouble. Freddie, you pull out your hand, you're like, yes, yes, and then like the tentacle just goes limp. I'm like, well, I was gonna do it too. Who else goes? We have to use it 2 more before the bad guys go?
I was gonna go, but
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
go.
if there's any point now. Can I still stab it in the ass just because?
You sure?
For the little guy.
Skewer.
Okay, I have
Well,
a
you have a
question.
lot
I have
of
a
low guys.
question.
Yeah.
I have a question. The fluids that are coming out of the squid, is this poisonous? Is this something I could use later on? Can I collect it? In one of my spare hypodermics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, clever.
That's disgusting, but awesome. If something will happen,
He's just
we're gonna
filling
make sure that that's important.
Okay.
So, okay, Freddie, the tentacle falls away. You're watching. You're just.
I love it.
He's still chopping into the body,
Yeah, he's pissed.
and you're kind of just like, what the hell is 41 Vex doing? And you see him take open flasks. And so,
Leg okay? Didn't the droid hurt his leg?
No, hurt mine.
No.
yeah.
My
Your
leg.
leg.
No, Stingray stabbed her.
I
We got
thought
one
that
more
droid-
person to
just
go
swept the
before
leg.
bad guys go, because you got some battle droids who are boating their way in as well.
I do have a turn
You went this.
coming, or you have a turn? It's your turn.
Are
I
all
have
10 of those things now attacking us?
They may be, but not this round. It'll be next round if they go. So.
It's your turn, Scar.
So I'm back there closest to the closest to Timo's place, right?
And
This
are-
bad
there
girl's,
is-
this bad girl's
bad
gone
That
now,
dude's,
right?
yeah, that bad girl's gone. Henry, the mother, is gone. You just killed a mother. I hope you feel terrible. Droids these are like the droids, and they're sort of like boating their way toward you.
Okay, I want to try and take out the boat. I want to take out Trash Can Man boat.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
With a great big boom.
They will be within short range because of the current. So 1 purple against your skill. What is your skill?
My skill is 2 yellow, 2 green.
Oh.
Oh God, that's good. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Dang it.
I don't know. I haven't been
All
rolling
right.
well. Come on now.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing.
Something bad's about to happen.
roll
You are
myself.
you are not going to hit and score damage, but you got the triumph. And you got 2 advantage.
Oh.
So you can kind of create crazy circumstances that happen because of this shot. Anything you can kind of think of. Like things went seriously your way, except you didn't cause damage.
Okay.
Anything but causing damage, you can call out. Anything at all.
Crap.
And you can do a maneuver as well. Not the separate. Separate. You also have a maneuver you haven't spent.
Okay.
Put a hole in the boat.
Anything. It's a Disney. You're the Disney princess for the day. It's your imagination.
All of a sudden, these 10 babies start swimming towards the droids and start attacking them in the
love
boat.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Which is amazing. Who knew?
The opposite direction of me.
The sound of my gun was like a call to them, and it drew them all over to the droid boat.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Bam, 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 bam. The droids are like are taking cover within the trunk, And so these little squid things are flying everywhere, and a bunch of them just kind of go and climb onto the boat.
Get them, baby
And you just see
crabs.
these little tentacles just start latching onto the droids, latching onto their guards.
Yes.
Like,
What the? Ow! Ow! That's gross! I can't swim! What are you talking about? Your program is swim. Ow!
That would once
And
a
they happen
residual
to
check.
drop their blasters that float over towards me.
I will give you one blaster.
Okay.
One blaster drops. One blaster drops.
Shoot high.
Blaster rifle. Yeah, a blaster rifle. Kind of. It swims toward you.
I scoop it up and I put it around them.
All right, so you got another blaster rifle. I'll write that on your sheet that you have another blaster rifle.
Lucky.
So because of this, the squid are not going to attack you. I guess you guys can do whatever you want at this point. 'Cause the squid are gonna, the battle droids are not going to be able to attack this round. They may be able to attack next round,
You
but
got
one of
the
their guns is
igniter.
gone. Got the igniter. Squid is in
making
half.
moves.
There's all
All right.
kinds of little squids. And also, by the way, some of them are just kind of skittering off, following currents into the streets. You just don't know where they went. Some of them went and attacked the battle droids.
So we need to go to the landing bay and also the space.
You
port.
need to get to the landing bay
space.
to start working on this with the
And
part.
I need to get to
some
the
of us need
space
to go
port
there.
to,
Yeah.
to
But
take
we
the
are
dome
also
down.
I would join you there because my guy's
obvious.
cunning, and I
So
want to try and
we
trick
need,
those
I don't know, it might be
guards.
fun to go
I
into
got
off-road
whoever's
traders
there
and
to
just
get
get
them out
something,
to
some
deal
kind
with
of
the squid so that
disguise
you
or
can get in
something
and
at
open
this
that
point.
shit.
Yep, and I got no.
Are you guys basically retreating from the palace at this point?
Mechanics.
Well, I don't think we're going
The
back
one
to
thing
Timo.
is she's going to need to comlink to us that she has it.
Yeah.
First off.
Sure.
And that's not a maneuver action.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? Let's play that out right now.
I thought you knew because
Well, I
you
didn't know
were
because
in
you've been
between.
in the junk shop. I
Yeah.
can't see into it, but I could see like no one else going in to mess with you. But we are all together and then she's there, right? So she needs to let us know because then we can devise the plan of who splits up where, right?
Now, keep in
Oh,
mind.
wait, we already communicated that she had it.
Oh, she did?
2 turns ago. I used that as my maneuver on the comlink to make
Oh,
sure
I
that
did
we all
not
knew
know
that
that.
she
Oh,
had
that's
it.
right.
Oh, is that
my
right?
turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are aware that she
Oh,
has it.
great. No, so we can
you
figure out
have-
the plan with us for.
You have a
Yeah.
4-seater speeder. You have the Vespa.
4-seater speeder.
And it's sitting right
Soon to be
there.
Rappler.
No Jawas are trying to steal it.
It's now a jet ski.
It's now a jet ski. And there's little squids chittering off down the street. People are panicking everywhere, and the battle droids are going to attack eventually, but right now they're fighting little squids. And there might be more coming for you. Have no idea what else is in that palace that might be
Get
coming for you.
out.
Posh has a plan.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes, sweet.
You have the right to say no.
We go attack
So the
Timo the
comlink is
Hutt.
on.
Okay. I want to try to use my cunning and those skills on the spaceport control guards with Vex to get them the hell out. I'm gonna lie to them, say there's a giant squid killing everybody, get the fuck out. Vex is gonna open up the space control while the 3 of you get their back from the battle
'cause I'm a
droids.
good mechanic too.
Get their ass to the ship. She even has an extra droid now that she's stolen and informed us about that's trying to help us, but he's a little off.
Have you named him yet?
Oh yeah, were you gonna give him a new name?
Something to think about.
Richard.
Richard.
Richard the droid.
Richard the droid.
Richard the half a droid.
All right, you guys, listen.
Is Richard a boy or a girl?
Richard's a boy as far as
Are they boys and girls droids?
They can be
Chopper's a
programmed to
boy
be
for
boys and
sure.
girls.
Yeah.
Chopper's all boy.
I could do that.
So listen, you guys, it's 9 o'clock, and it's kind of perfect timing for you to hack up a squid. I will tell you this, with my maneuver before we leave, I'm cutting a piece off that motherfucker and bringing him with me.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a tooth or something, man. Something's coming with me because that dude has beat my ass for 2 full episodes.
So here's the deal.
Yeah, loot the squid.
You see the
Loot
garage door
squid.
to the palace starts closing up. They are like, screw this. You also hear an alarm go off. And you like look over the barracks and you can see some of the doors are like jammed. You can see that they're trying to get them open. So you can see that there is a major alarm being called here. And as the door's closing, that hologram of Timo, he goes,
Yeah, you just mess with the wrong guy. I'm sending Felonius himself after you.
Well, he's Trask.
That's right. Felonius is coming for you.
Trask.
And is going to take you down.
He's screaming, and the garage door comes down. And he doesn't get to finish his threats. Guys, this place is gross. There's just guts and tentacles and flopping fish and all kinds of stuff. It smells really, really bad. you have all kinds of weird stuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab
Collecting everything.
grab two
I'm packing.
of the
One of those
squid teeth.
I filled up every.
I'm taking some squid teeth. I'm going to extract
Put
a
it
couple
down.
of
Put
squid
down those
teeth.
squid teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I want one of those teeth.
basically, I mean, I'm imagining you guys
Well,
are
that's
clearing
three
off into an
extra
alley or something like that because you guys want to maybe get out of sight or
Get
something.
the hell out of sight.
Yeah.
But we're ready to
three
split
of
up.
us.
Why don't we go
Get
back
on
to
the
the junk
speeder
shop
and
because we
drop
know
the
that's
two of us off there,
empty at this
and then
point.
they
Wilford
continue
Brimley
on.
is out. At least he's passed
You guys want to
away.
meet at the junk shop?
Why don't we meet up at the junk shop?
All right.
And start
Yeah.
the next episode
Yeah.
there. Perfect.
Okay.
That way we can
Yeah, we'll
maybe
start
get some
from
more
there.
things that we
Yeah.
might need.
And you see us sleeping,
I
Wilford
like
Brimley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loot the body. It's all about loot the
The
body.
three will go to the landing bay. They'll
My
go to the
squid tooth from
spaceport.
Oscar.
And we'll get out of here.
That's right.
That's what we hope.
That's right. That's what
Boom,
we hope.
boom, shake the
That's what we
room.
hope. All right, little, and then, meanwhile, it's a big oaken slab, a trident set into the slab. It looks like the enchantment under the sea dance in his audience chamber.
Under the sea.
And you see this big muscular hut sitting there, white knuckling, just so angry.
Green knuckling.
Green knuckling, correct. And you see this, dude in a hat, big sort of cowboy hat.
Felonious, they've messed with me for the wrong reasons, and it's the last time. You get what I mean?
Yes.
It's not my first language.
Felonious, because it's better to do this than a Dave Filoni impression. Says, don't worry, I'm gonna call one of my friends.
Good low walking. I like that.
He dials something into a comlink. And he goes,
Filoni doesn't have any friends, first of all. I'm calling bullshit right now.
get me Moff Gilroy. Get me Moff Gilroy. Tell him I'm gonna call in a favor. Wipe to an Imperial cruiser in orbit, and you see an Imperial shuttle leave from an Imperial cruiser heading to Tatooine.
No.
So you guys, Moff Gilroy, can we tell him the inside joke?
Sure.
That's our main writer, Henry Gilroy from Star Wars Rebels, and Sam has just made him and Filoni the two most evil men in our tiny little.
Felonious is a bounty hunter, but also he's sort of like a right-hand man. He has a contract with Timo the Hutt, and Moff Gilroy, that's a mystery man.
Yo, we're gonna have a boss fight against Filoni, and we're gonna kick his ass.
Oh yeah.
He's a Moff, man. Isn't he part of the Empire?
We got this.
There is an Imperial shuttle coming from the Imperial cruiser. Of course, your characters don't know this. That's a cutscene, man. That's like, you guys don't know anything about it.
No, I have to know this, bro.
All I know is we're eating squid for dinner, and I'm a happy one.
That's right. I love it. All right.
Well done.
Sam, thank you once again.
That was amazing.
Postmaster. Postmaster General.
Good work, guys. Good work surviving.
Love you.
We do.
You're amazing.
Now get to the
None of
chopper.
these kinds of things.
Did you mark the stem pack that you used? Did you?
I'm doing it right now. Thank you for reminding me.
Excellent.
I'm gonna take a picture.
And I kept my squid tooth.
Squid
Keep
tooth.
the squid tooth.
Very important. Very
Might
important.
need it. Could be pivotal.
Hey, my health's back up to 10, everybody. My health's back up to 10.
Stack up your character stuff there and your papers
job.
and everything.
And we'll just put it.
How's everybody feeling?
Good, man. Good.
Great.
Some goodbyes over
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. So we're back to the chat board and everything,
Yeah,
which
of
is
course.
squid
you guys
for
so
dinner.
much.
That was awesome.
Everybody says great, thank you. So yes, now I can officially say there will be an episode 3. I plan on just doing as many of these as possible. So now that I'm back, I'm ready for your questions, your comments. I'm gonna bring everybody over here to the chat couch, and you can ask them their questions, show them your love. That's what it's all about. So in the meantime, I'm gonna shamelessly plug, because I know you're wondering about this skateboard here. Yeah, this guy named Bear Walker makes these, and they're pretty badass. So follow him on Instagram @BearWalker. He lives in like Alabama. I don't have his address, but it's not that big of a state. I'm sure you can find him. But Bear Walker boards. They're pretty badass, and I mean, it just speaks for itself, doesn't it? Oh, and yeah, and speaking of this, I don't know if you guys noticed this thing here. Oh well, while you're here, Taylor, why don't you come join me here? Yeah, everybody gets to come in. No, just come on over.
So long,
You guys feeling pretty good? I mean,
Yeah, that
second
was
one in the
amazing.
can.
That was so much fun.
Now I can't wait for the next one now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Yay! Yay!
You guys gotta get going. Or you want to hang around? That's cool. We'll see you till next time.
Till next time, love.
Always a pleasure.
Mwah. Congrats.
Tricep out, trying to figure out where.
No, right over here, man.
What's up, dude?
Taylor, what's going on, man?
Fun stuff.
Yeah, not bad. So how do you feel this time around?
Oh, I fully am into it. That last time we played was the first time I'd ever done anything like that. So
You seem like
I was getting the bearings.
you simmered down a little bit from you were very like belligerent last time.
Yeah, less alcohol.
Less alcohol. All right.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's super fun.
Yeah. So until next time, I guess.
Until next time.
Yeah. So Taylor Gray, everybody.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
Would you like some squid juice? It's fresh squeezed.
I got some myself.
It's fresh squeezed. It's delicious.
Freshly squeezed. Can mean so many things.
Oh, now you can see. I see now.
That's what they mean by tentacles. I mean,
Yeah.
you really got into those tentacles.
Oh yeah,
The squid juice.
Well, who wouldn't?
I mean,
You're
Only
sitting next
play
to Freddie
drunk. I
Prinze
wasn't
Jr.
saying I was drunk. I was
And we're
saying
talking
like
tentacles.
the Wookiee.
the Wookiee.
Wait, this says, wait, was he not sober in episode 1? Only play drunk.
Wow, it's good to know where you guys are at. Thank you.
He was drunken in the rafters. Okay, yeah. I only play drunk.
No, yes. Well,
Awesome.
well, on that note,
Yes.
until episode 3, my
Awesome.
friend, good
Thank
to
you.
see
See you guys soon.
I'm glad your foot's feeling better.
Thank you, dude.
All right, brother. Good to see you, man.
Steve Blum, you want to say hi real
I'll
quick?
come and say goodbye, yeah.
I like your jacket.
Thank you. Yes, this was our crew jacket from Rebels. It's pretty cool, yeah.
May I
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
This is like, I'm doing like the
can-
George Costanza, at least feeling your garment.
You can keep all the cat hair you pinched from there.
Oh, well,
it's yours.
in that case, I'm just going to put that right
There's
here.
a lot of, save it for next time.
So how you feeling after this one? This was the second one down?
I'm feeling pretty useless at the moment because I didn't get to stab the squid in the ass, but I wanted the booty poke, and I was really looking forward to that.
You were booty poking, you were taking the squid juice, squeezing the tentacles.
I had a plan. I think
that's a good plan.
But I'll reserve it for next time. I'm sure there's going to be other squishy things to stab.
You need to leave something for the next one.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But Steve Blum, everybody,
And
hey, you're awesome.
And it was my mission to make Taylor look good this time too. So yeah.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, right. Right. It all worked out.
Well, next time I'm going to make you look good.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I mean, you already make yourself look good, but I'll try to.
Thanks, buddy.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Until
it.
next time, my
Thank
friend.
you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Drink your squid juice, kids. All right.
And the man of the hour.
What's up, people?
What's going on, brother?
Okay. The scroll for the next episode is gonna be me pretty much getting the shit kicked out of me. Bye, Vanessa.
Bye, Vanessa.
I got kind of owned and humbled in this round, and they took away my pretty.
Oh man.
Which is bullshit.
Why? Well, it's like, why would they do that?
Because it's Sam. At least he didn't blind my character yet.
Yeah. We still have episode 3 for that to possibly happen.
Posh with squid slick hair. Exactly. It could be my new gel. I didn't die. I used a stim pack. I got my health up to 10. We'll see how long that lasts.
It's good to go. That's a good note to end on.
That 8-hit damage turned out yes, that was brutal. Danny, yes, I got beat down this round. The stim pack heals your sexy hair. No, but the squid ink does. Prominence. That's from Josh Wilson, my podcast. Old Martinez, what was that man? Old man farts. You're a fool.
That's a great screen. Old man farts with a Z. That's great.
Vape some squid juice, Malvolo. I know where your head's at, bro. Right on.
Vape some.
Hope you had a good night tonight, homie. The hot tip. That just sounds awkward. Time to steal a ship and bounce for real. So I thought we would be able to run. Like I had this whole plan, and Steve went first, which changed it. But I had this whole plan where we were gonna break out right away and let the squid handle all that business, and we would get the guards from the shack, say, hey, there's a squid, you gotta come help. And I would send Vanessa and with Mathis and Lorick with Taylor to get the part, And then we started off, and Blum went for the asshole shot on the squid, and I knew we were in trouble. And then I just got beat down for the next 2 hours straight.
Every time I think of squid, did you ever go on the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride at Disney World? Yeah. Like there's a point where remember when the squid comes in? They used to freak me the fuck out.
Now it's Nemo. Now it's a Finding Nemo.
Yeah, Finding Nemo. I think the squid still. I don't know what it does now, but I just remember when the squid arms came out, and I like.
Yeah, I think that's gone, bro.
That's too. That Jaws is gone too.
I think it's full on. Well, Jaws was Universal.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's why it wasn't at Disney World. That explains a lot about everything.
You guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned because we'll do another one very, very soon. And just so you guys know, coming up, our third partner here is Claire Grant, and she's going to start hosting Mafia Nights. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the drinking game or party game or just table game you play with your friends called Mafia, but it's really friggin' fun. She brings in a very interesting cast of characters from me to her husband, Seth, to a bunch of other weirdos too. And it's a great time and a great stream. We're gonna do that very soon. Also, we have our Hollywood Board Gaming Nights hosted by Josh Wolf. It's gonna be a bunch of stand-up comedians playing board games. And soon after that, we're gonna have impression sessions with another stand-up and impressionist named Justin Ruppel.
Awesome
We'll
guy.
be hosting a show where they're doing full-on celebrity impressions, but I won't tell you what they're doing because we'll save that for another episode.
Yeah, his impressions are pretty mint.
Yeah.
You got some really good impressions too, I gotta say.
No, I like 2.
But they're really good. That's the
One
thing.
of them is from Justin.
This is true.
Like I asked him, I was like, hey man, mine sounds like this. How do you do it? He's like, oh, just do this. So it's not even mine.
But still.
And my other one is Kevin Pollak's Peter Falk. So that's not even mine. Like I can't do a Peter Falk impression. I can only do Kevin Pollak doing Peter Falk.
I've heard your Forrest Whitaker, and I could have sworn when my eyes were
That
closed.
wasn't even Forrest. That was Saw Gerrera.
Well,
that was easier. But I can only do the lines he did in the movie. Like I couldn't order Chinese food, but I could say the world has come. That's it. That's all I can do.
So you can't say number. Beef and
Say,
broccoli.
like, Szechuan chicken. No, it doesn't. It sounds like Bane. I'll take a Whopper with cheese and a strawberry shake. So anyway, that's all the do Yoda. I'll try to do Yoda. My Yoda's not very good though. Tune in to us next time, you will.
See, now you can do 3 good impressions. 4. Kind of the Saw Gerrera, Yoda. You're good. You're doing good. I think you're doing good. All right, on that note.
That's how good my impressions are.
That's a great impression of you, Freddie Prinze Jr. giving the middle finger. And how about, I'm going to bring over our game master so he can say goodbye really quick, and then we're going to sign off. But I'm going to take this time to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for the love of my tuxedo. You know, I promise I will find those footy pajamas.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. There he is, right there. So, Mr. Game Master, would you like to say bye really quick?
Game Master, you want to go say bye to everybody?
Yeah.
For the peoples.
So, how did the guys? They're not really noobs. They're still kind of noobs, but they're not like fresh noobs. So they're. I thought they were finding their way a little more on this
I'm
one.
concerned about them.
All right. Well, they're good.
Because it just seems like they're really violent.
Yeah.
They're like mean-spirited.
Especially Taylor. Usually, Wookiees aren't usually that like.
I like gentle judgment Wookiees, but he's kind of like a bloodthirsty psychopath Wookiee.
He might be the Wookiee that gets mistaken for an Ewok, and that's why he's so angry.
He's compensating, yeah.
Yeah, because you know, and he's probably even shorter than Wicket, which is like the smallest Ewok.
Well, he's a tall Wookiee, but the thing is that I think he grew up with Ewoks, so he thought. You know what I mean?
So he's like Will Ferrell and Elf.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Except not tall.
He has a Napoleon complex, but everyone's like, dude, you're like 8 feet tall. And he's like, no, man, you don't understand. I just feel like everyone is so violent, and I was expecting people to negotiate and have fun and be nice to people, but that's not who these people are.
So bringing it back to Karate Kid 2, then it's pretty much like everyone is Sato and Chosen. Before Sato became a good guy again.
Actually, we've got like the Cobra Kai going on.
Yeah.
But I'm not even talking about Johnny. And Dutch.
Mike Barnes.
Mike Barnes. Terry Silver.
Oh my God, Terry Silver.
And I feel like Freddie Prinze Jr. I feel like we have Martin Cove as Sensei Kreese on the show as a character, and it's concerning to me because Star Wars is supposed to be about hope.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about morality. It's supposed to be about doing the right thing.
Returns of Jedis. You know.
Returns of Jedis.
Yeah, you know.
And now, what are we doing with these guys? What are we saying?
That's scary that we have because Terry Silver is a scary villain because here's a multi-billionaire who says, hold on, I'm going to stop my multi-billion-dollar business and and harass a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
That's a scary guy to go against.
Kid hasn't even gone to college yet.
No, and he's got a Steven Seagal ponytail. I'm like, I don't trust that guy.
What does Terry Silver say when someone suggests, hey, make his knuckles bleed? What does he do?
He's like, he's like, he'll choke on his, you can't even see, he'll choke on his own blood.
Well, there's rules to fighting.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, man can't stand, he can't fight.
That's right.
Rule number 2, a man can't breathe, he can't fight. And rule number 3, a man can't see, he can't fight. You punch him in the nose, blinded by his tears, choke on his own blood. When Sensei Kreese says, make his knuckles bleed, he's in his hot tub or whatever, and he's like, I like that, Johnny. And he starts laughing. That's what I feel like we're dealing with here, dude. Like, this is not going.
I feel like Steve Blum is the kind of guy like Terry Silver who negotiates in the bathtub. Like, he's just like, you haven't
But he
in
does.
Yeah.
Steve doesn't do any business that's not outside of a steam room.
And he pokes like squids and buttholes and stuff like that, and goes after squid juice.
When I joined the cast of Rebels, there was some really messed up stuff happening. No, but these are immoral people, dude.
Yeah, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny. I shouldn't.
And the
but I
thing
can't.
is, Freddie, there's still good in him.
Right. I feel the conflict. I feel the conflict with Freddie.
I feel
the conflict
too. But I'm gonna have. Oh, here he comes.
Okay. Well, we weren't talking about you at all. Yeah.
Be cool. He's in the room.
Yeah, be cool. He's in the room. So, well, on that note, Sam, and once again, thank you for gracing us with your presence, being Game Master. Cool. Don't lose hope yet. We're still on episode 2. We got at least 9 more of these to go. I know.
Because the thing is, I just feel like everyone's gonna get hurt, and Freddie's gonna get blinded.
Well, that's natural.
Like the guy Danielson beat up in the club in Karate Kid 3 for no reason.
When he got all the extra from his new teacher.
And he doesn't even get the girl in that movie. That movie was
That's okay. We don't talk too much about 3.
I know. We try. Then there's the next Karate Kid, which
we don't talk about that one.
It doesn't exist anymore. Mandela effect.
Hillary
It doesn't
Swank
exist anymore.
was fantastic. I don't care what you guys say.
She swanked it up.
She swanked it up.
I'm only in the crane kick and the drum technique. The kata.
The kata's not for you.
The kata was wax sauce, man.
Get the point. Get the point.
Get the point.
Get the point.
Get the point. You know what I love?
BS.
Is literally there was a whole thing where they were fighting, and Daniel takes what, like 3 hits to the nuts and that shit.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, point. You score a point, and then he hits him in the nuts. Okay, you get that point gone. But like, when does he get disqualified?
Let's lose a lot of points in
That's
Karate Kid
weird.
3.
It's so weird.
Oh man, we got some Cobra Kai.
Finish him! Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I love that fucking movie. I love you guys, man. Good evening and good game.
All right, thank you guys so much. Until next time, this has been Good Evening, Good Game, like he just said. So now what I said is kind of redundant, but good night.